Yesterday in the Big South was absolutely chaotic. 2 games went into overtime. A third was decided in the final seconds with a crazy run, a 12-0 run in the final 40 seconds of the game. Will we see some more madness here today in Johnson City after one of the wildest days in Big South history? We're going to find out. High Point swept the season series against UNC Asheville by a lot earlier this season. Won the first game against the Bulldogs on Asheville's home floor at Kimmel Arena, 81-59. Or excuse me, my apologies, 87-69, I should say. And won the second game on their home floor in front of a national television audience on ESPN 74-48. They've dominated this series, and what awaits them if they can dominate tonight is a trip back to the Big South Final for the second straight year and the 4th time in program history. Asheville looking to pull off the upset. Starting lineup for both these sides today: Martin, Washington, Anderson, Aquino, and Housen for High Point. There was a scare with Aquino. If the hamstring injury was going to be anything major, he is in the lineup today. We'll see how much he goes. As for UNC Asheville, Taylor, Wright, Solomon, Mayfield, and Thomas. Starting lineup there after a wild day. Same starting 5 for Asheville compared to the last game against Longwood, where 3 of the guys played over 40 minutes. They might be a bit tired. High Point, well-rested. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this 9% you ride with High Point. Frankly, with you, man. How's it going, Joe? How's it going, Jonathan? How's it going, Summer? Appreciate all you guys being here. We do have the emojis in the chat for both these teams. High Point and the Whites, they're going right to left to start. Asheville and the Darks, they're going left to right. First of 3 streams today we're doing the Flyers-Penguins game later tonight at 5:30, and USA Baseball at 8, time pending on that. So Asheville wins the tip, and we are underway here as Wright. Driving inside, fades away from the third block, gets the fadeaway to go, and Asheville strikes first, 2-0 after winning the tip. It's Justin Wright, the Loyola Marymount transfer, getting that one started. 28 points last game against Longwood. One of 3 players with 24 or more in that one. Now High Point Washington on top. It goes to Hausen. Hausen swings it out wide on the left corner for Aquino. Aquino looking to drive inside, posted up. There's no help defense whatsoever. Aquino now swings out to Anderson. Anderson driving inside the restricted area. Reverse slam. Can't get that one to go. Thought Aquino was going to post up on that one. There was no help defense, but does not. Daniel Thomas gets the board, and Asheville takes it down. It goes to Wright. Winner of this game takes on the winner of the Winthrop Presbyterian game taking place later today. Wright driving here from the far elbow, kicks it out wide on the far side. Pump fake, trying to get by Hausen. It's stolen away. High Point so good at forcing turnovers this season, and it's given to Martin, and Martin with the finger roll on the breakaway. High Point has been phenomenal this season, forcing turnovers. They were +8 in turnovers last time these teams met back in the Millis Center just a couple weeks ago. Asheville turned it over 16 times that game. Oh, that's awesome, Jonathan. Fadeaway jump from the near elbow. That one circles out by Wright. Rebound on the play by Washington. Driving through Ohio with Central Carolina, doing the weekly test for the Tornadoes. Against Tornadoes said, oh, man. Yeah, so with Darius Williams. Heck of a career. He was so good with the Jaguars for a little bit. Morning, catch and shoot 3. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound on the play. Falls for Asheville. So Martin cannot get that 3 ball to go. Last time High Point play, they did struggle from 3, 31%. And 3 ball there for Asheville. In transition, it's Solomon knocking that one down. How's it going, Johnson? Appreciate you. We got the Flyers game later today. Got the Hundo Jack there, so Flyers Penguins later tonight at 5:30. 3 ball up top for High Point. They answer with a 3 of their own. It's Terry Anderson. Team string 3s right now. Terry Anderson had 13 last game. Every starter for High Point in that game against Gardner-Webb gone to double figures. And Anderson, who did not hit a 3 last game, gets that one to go at the top of the key. 5 all your score. Pump fake here. Solomon now looking to drive inside on Hausen. Gets inside. Layup. Can't get it. Second chance. The tip-in is good. Hausen got bullied on that inside post. Play now Martin. Driving here, kicks up top to Hausen. He fakes the 3. Got a half-court heave last game. Now goes up top to Martin. Martin fakes the 3 on the right side. Gives it off Washington. Back up top, Anderson. He's open for 3. Not going to take it. Going to give it to Aquino. He's going to pump fake at the left elbow. Goes back up top to Anderson. He pump fakes the 3. It was open, but Anderson going to look to drive inside. So now kicks it out to the right corner for Hausen. Hausen pump fakes. Driving on the baseline now. Working on the play. Can't get it over Mayfield. Rebound on the play falls for Asheville. They passed up 3 open 3s to try and get closer. Does not work. Now Wright. How's it going, David? Appreciate you. And Wright gives it up top for Solomon. Solomon pump fakes. They're looking to drive on the near side. Loses the handle. Gets it back from the third block. Puts up the shot. Martin, tight defense there. Can't get it. Aquino, tight defense there. And Aquino will get it. Takes it down the floor. Gives it off to Martin. Martin in transition. The floater from the restricted area. Got it. Oh, no. High Point's not getting in as an at-large. There's no chance High Point makes it as an at-large. I would love to. They have no quad 1 wins or quad 2 wins. There's no chance. I would love to. I think it's a broken system. There's no chance High Point makes this an at-large. Like, I guarantee it. I hope it doesn't come to that. Reach and foul there going against High Point. I think it's going against Washington. Oh, no, it's actually a travel beforehand. Before the reach, they're going to call a travel on Asheville. That's their second turnover already. Big South has never gotten an at-large. High Point does not have the resume in terms of the schedule because no one wants to play them. 1-team league? Yes, this is a 1-bid league. That's what terrifies me because if High Point wins this game, Winthrop scares me. March Madness record group? Yep, we'll be putting that out Sunday. Yep. Martin. They'll get the reach and foul there on Asheville. That'll be there first. So you got push from the back trying to get that ball. Martin will inbound this one from the far side. Hausen back to Martin. Back up top to Hausen. He's going to try a 3. Catch and shoot 3. That one way off the mark. Rebound, though, by Anderson at the left elbow. Anderson back up top to Martin. Martin Aquino. Hausen pump fake on the 3. We know he's got range. Going to hit the half-court heave last time. Posted up from the right block. He gets inside with relative ease. No help defense. And then he will get called for the travel before putting up that layup. He got inside with ease, but nothing. NIT game we could host. We'll make the NIT. Could host that. I could see High Point hosting an NIT game. They're guaranteed to make it. So we go under 16, tied up at 7 to start things off. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. 3 games today in 3 different sports. It's going to be a wild, wild day on the channel. We got this game. We got the hockey game between the Penguins and the Flyers at 5:30 Eastern. Then 8 o'clock, or 8:10 I should say, World Baseball Classic between Great Britain and the USA. Flip over to that as soon as the Penguins-Flyers game is done. Everything is set up for all the streams already, so we're good there. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. San Jose State right now, yeah, they're an NIT team. Post some on the channel? Yes, I'll post on the channel. I'll also make the name of the group. It'd be like Jaguar Gator 9 group. I'll let you know on that. Right, UFC 236 today, yep. How's it going, Scott? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Sorry about the Seattle bet. Seattle did not hit yesterday. They did win, but they did not cover. 2-1's not bad, though. 2-1's a good day at the office. Right move by the Raiders through the process? 100%. 100% the right move. 2 first-round picks for a defensive end that's going to be aging a little bit and doesn't fit into your timeline. It makes sense. How's it going, Rice? I appreciate you tuning in. Like, by the time the Raiders are competing, Rusty's going to be on the decline. All good? All right. I've been lost to Resident Evil 9 streams? All right. Yeah, and the coverage of the war, of course. USA scored 10 goals in their first Paralympic hockey game. That's insane. Oh, my goodness. We're like, today, what's the spread on the Winthrop game? Winthrop, what's the spread? 7.5? Wait. I like Winthrop. I think they're going to smoke PC. Unfortunately, I think they're going to smoke PC. I think Winthrop. Winthrop straight up. I wouldn't do the spread. I don't think I'd do the spread, but Winthrop straight up on the money line. I do that. Yeah, wonderful OT yesterday. Oh, it was nuts. It was nuts. Taylor taking it down here for Asheville, tied at 7. Was it like minus 180 on the money line? Stolen away by High Point. Their third turnover forced already. Anderson taking it down. Anderson, fast break layup, got it. High Point leads for the first time today. Winthrop, yep. 9-7 your score. And High Point, no one outside of Anderson played more than 28 minutes yesterday. For Asheville, they played an overtime game late at night. High Point played in the afternoon. Game late at night where you only use 7 players. And of those 7, 3 of them played over 42 minutes. What time does it start? 30 minutes after the High Point game. So that would be 2:30 Eastern time. Solomon kicks out wide in the far corner. 3-ball guarded by Martin. Way too strong. Rebound falls for Fletcher. Fletcher checks in for Aquino. It might limit Aquino's minutes coming off the hammy injury. Martin will get called for the travel. He slips in the paint. Been a few people slipping in the paint. Raymond, speak for Raymond going all in? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, your prompt was great. It was a brain rot, but it was great. Been a lot of slippage in that paint. Again, they did put photos in the paint. They did make the paint very unique design, but a lot of people have been slipping on it. So good job, Big Self. That's twice how High Point's been called for a travel in the paint. Just unable to get their footing. 9-7 your score. Right. Pick on the right side, set by Thomas. Right. Pulls up from the far elbow. Jumper, can't get it. Aquino checks back in. He gets it. Martinez, good find to Anderson. Fouled on the layup attempt. He'll shoot 2. You press your +7. I think Winthrop's going to win that. Winthrop's going to win that game. I would take money line. I would take Winthrop money line. I'm not sure I'd take the spread. I'm assuming money line's like 180, minus 180. So second foul there on Asheville. Nice 5 of Martinez across half floor. Across half court. Phenomenal feet across the floor. Anderson at the line. Hyman was not good at the line yesterday. Anderson, 76% of the season. Hits the first. Oh, 325? Oh, that's a lot worse than I thought. Never mind then. Never mind on that. I thought the money line would be a lot lower than that. My bad. I thought 210. Not 325. Yeah, that's a ripoff. No, I would not do that. Would not be doing that. Same free throw by Anderson is good. High Point was only 68% the line yesterday. They do knock both down there. And High Point on a 6-0 run. If you want to call it that, over the last 2.5 minutes. Not really much of a run, but High Point does lead by 4. Now Solomon driving on the far side, guarded by Anderson, blocked by Aquino, but they're going to get a foul beforehand. I think it's going to go against Anderson. I don't think it's going to be on Aquino. I think that block was straight up and clean. But Anderson might make contact with the arm. Wow, it's some of that one. Yeah, wow, it's some of that one. Solomon's going to line shooting too. Asheville 68% the line yesterday. Solomon 4 for 6. Scored 24 points in over 40 minutes of action. Solomon a 68% free throw shooter on the season. As a team, Asheville is under 69% the line. Not great, but they do hit their first. You have the Reds in second. Oh, I have the Brewers in second. Because the guy went to the line started 11.5, then went to 14.5. Oh, man. I like the spread, though. I do like the spread for High Point. Asheville, they might be gassed. 12, oh, wow. Second free throw by Solomon, no good. Rebound the play. Falls for Asheville. Thomas able to outmuscle Aquino, and that's going to be a foul on High Point. If that's on Aquino, don't tell me that's 2. No, the first one was on Anderson, so that's Aquino's first. Wright can inbound underneath. On to everyone else. Down low, spin move Solomon with the easy slam. Off the spin move. Off the inbound. Nice move there. Watch it come stick to the vision. The 1 year I take the Hulky to do it. Love how it works out like that. Martinez back up top to Martin. Martin trying to drive inside. Alley-oop feeds it. And what a feed there by Fletcher. Working the baseline on the left side. Nice find there on the assist. 13-10. Like the under in this game was 148.5. I like the under too. Yeah, I like the under in this one too. They're more off speed. I get that. Right. Pick on the left side set. Right now driving here. Guarded by Martin. Spins around with the near elbow. Goes back up top. He's trying to spin around here. Solomon gets inside as he gets by Martin. And then the easy slam. No interior defense for High Point as of late. Back-to-back easy slams by Solomon. Having his way in the paint. Anderson for 3 on the left side. Too strong. Rebound the play. Falls for Taylor for Asheville. Mountain's about to win. We'll see. Yeah, this year I'm taking the Brewers. I mean, Cubs will actually win this time. 3 ball up top. Off the backboard and in for Solomon. He's got 7 straight for Asheville. And Martinez gives off to Martin. Back to Martinez. Swings it around to the right side for Anderson. Anderson picking the left side by Aquino. Anderson open for 3 off the dribble. That one too strong. Rebound falls for Asheville. And it goes for Wright. High Point not shooting the 3 well today. Just like last game, to get Martinez, it's a foul and 1. Taylor driving inside on that one. Got Martinez off balance. And right now, Asheville having their way in the paint. And UNC Asheville, last time these teams met, only put up 48 points. They only shot 32% from the field. Getting some good looks inside now. And Asheville on a run right now. Taylor at the line, the sophomore. It's just 2 for 11 the last time these teams met. 70% the line this season. Circles out on the free throw, so can't convert the and 1. Fletcher gets the board. Asheville's free throw circles continue on the season. They're 1 for 3 so far in this one. Martinez swings out to Fletcher. Back to Martinez. Driving down the right side. Trying to blow by Taylor. Does. Layup there from the right block. Got it. Stops the run by Asheville. Martinez, good drive there. A lot of players falling off balance in this paint. Close window. Watching out for Frank. There you go. Up top here, picking the right side set by Taylor. Crossover here is right back up top to Taylor. He'll try the 3. Martinez can't close down in time. 3 misses short. Rebound on the play. Falls for Asheville. So it's Mayfield who gets it, and Johnston getting a call for the foul. So Chase Johnston checks in for the first time. That'll be the team's 4th, his first. Johnston, the 3-point shooting menace. Right now, High Point not doing a great job on the glass. They did a very good job on the glass last game against Asheville. Not a great job here so far. Left corner now. Mayfield swinging around to right. Right on the far side. Gives off. Solomon spins around. Solomon loses the handle. Stripped away Martinez. And that go out of bounds? Or are they going to call a foul? They're going to say it was a clean strip by Wright. UConn lays for 39.5, man. I would take the... The funny part is I would take UConn in that one. They're going to say no foul. It was a clean strip on Martinez. I thought there was a foul. Not going to call it. They're going to say High Point had possession. It's a turnover. They're going to review this play. See whether High Point had possession or not, but it looked like a foul to me. I mean, he never made contact with the ball. Wright never made contact with the ball in the region. He never made any contact with the ball. I don't know how the refs call that a clean steal. He never made any contact with the ball. Okay, well, they're going to say Asheville ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. I don't get how that's not a foul. Martinez clearly got ripped across. Now Wright, crossing over here, driving inside with 4, puts up the shot, and gets the floater to go. And what is, sometimes the ball does lie. That was one of those. Martinez gets it back, crossing over on the right side, goes up top here for Fletcher. Fletcher trying to post up on the left side of the second block, and I don't even know what they called there. Travel? Up and down? What? Carry? What the? I don't even know what the call was. But it's going back to Asheville. I don't know what is happening with the refs. Because they're going to get 3 seconds on Singare. They get 3 seconds on Singare. They did not call 3 seconds at all yesterday in the Winthrop game. With Duncombe just standing in the paint the entire game. So, I don't get what's going on right now with the officiating. Martinez got fouled. They don't call it. Asheville scores on that. And then they call 3 seconds on nothing. No, just Big South refs. They're just incompetent. We got to get out of this conference. That's just all it is. We got to get out of this conference. All right. We go to the under 12. Asheville up by 4. The winner of this game goes to the Big South Final. Asheville looking for their first win of the season against High Point. High Point has never made it to the final back-to-back seasons. If it's an Asheville team that, while good, obviously, they did play an overtime game yesterday. Only were 7 players in that one. So you wonder when fatigue will set in. High Point was able to, I mean, they played 10 deep as it is. They were able to get the backup sit and the walk-ons on at the very end of that one. High Point's made to the semis each of the last 3 seasons. 2 years ago, lost to Longwood. At this stage, it's the 1 seed in the semis. Last year, crazy thriller of a game. With the skin of their teeth, moved on to the final. It's always tough playing back-to-back days. Always tough when you got to win 3 in a row at a neutral site. We've seen some crazy stuff happen this tournament so far. Presby advancing to the semis for the first time in program history on a half-court heave. And winning an OT. Asheville with the OT win yesterday. Winthrop with that comeback. Johnson City has been nuts this year so far. And 8 minutes into this one, Asheville up by 4. I'll take it down here. Pick on the left side, set by Thomas. It's right. Spins around. Goes back up top for Taylor. Taylor trying to drive. Now fades away from the far side. Gets it. And Asheville up by 6. I'm doing the math right. Asheville is on a 13-2 run. Martin now on the right side, kicks out to the right corner. 3-ball Washington. Got it. Talk about a bucket you had to have for your high point. Scotty Washington, the senior, the Cal State Northridge transfer, knocking that one down. Second three of the game for High Point. Cut it down to 3. Now, can High Point play some defense here? Not been great at that so far this game. Satchel's gotten some good looks inside. Right. Gonna give it off. Does give it off at half court. 5 on the shot clock. On the near side, Taylor floats it up. Off the back of the rim. The tip-in is no good. Rebound the play. Falls for Housen. Martin will take it down here. Martin back up top to Housen. He'll try a catch and shoot 3. And got it. Back-to-back threes for the Panthers. No, Housen's got range. Saw that half-court heave last time against Gardner-Webb. With the shot clock winding down. Catch and shoot there from his spot. We're tied at 21. Right, now on the near side. Guarded by Martin. Martin, tight defense there. Stepped out of bounds. Went off the knee of Solomon, who was trying to set the pick. So much better for High Point coming out of the under 12. Yeah, 3 straight 27-plus win seasons for High Point. They've been insane. They've had the 4th most wins of any program in the last 3 years. Of any team out there right now. I think it's like UConn, Duke, Florida, and High Point. Housen. Pump fake on the 3. Trying to drive on Thomas on the right side. Want a blocking foul. Not going to get up. Top it goes now for Anderson. Anderson picks up a stroll at the 3rd block on the right side. Well, nice cut by Washington. The restricted area. Washington double team. Puts up the shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. So Washington going to the line. A chance here for an 8-0 run for High Point as that's foul number 3 on the Bulldogs. It's funny. I thought that was a clean block. These refs are on one today. I thought that was a pretty clean block. Not sure we're going to get a replay on that, but that was on the help defense, man? I'm not sure. This looks straight up to me. First free throw for Anderson. Got it. 7-0 run. High Point back in front. High Point team's got a lot of depth. They don't have to exert their starters a ton. Would Asheville upset be a low point of High Point season? Easily, yes. Second free throw is good. It'd be a horrible way to end the season, but yep, there you go. 2 free throws by Anderson are good. High Point perfect in the line so far today. 23-21. Picking the left side set. Right, trying to drive inside. Now on the near elbow. Crossing over. Trying to get on Aquino. Right. Gives it off on the right side. Puts up the floater. Gets the friendly bounce off the back of the rim. Bounce 3 times. It would be Wapu. Yep. Subs the 8-0 run. We're tied at 23 again. Martin up top. Pick on the left by Aquino. Martin crossing over. Gives it off in the left corner. Housen fakes the 3. Double teamed. Feeds it down low. And Anderson tries to feed it to the right corner. Getting there first for Asheville is Taylor. It's going to go out of play. Staying with High Point underneath with 9:13. Inbound underneath here. Goes to the right corner. Washington back up top to Martin. Martin. He'll try a 3 off the pick from Aquino. That one too strong. Aquino, though, gets the offensive board. They're going to get a foul? He didn't touch anyone. Getting Aquino with the foul. I think that's 2 on Aquino. And he might have to sit now. He didn't make contact with anyone. There was no contact. It was like wide open on the board, but that's 2 on Aquino. And he's going to be replaced. Singare checking in. So Aquino might be done for the rest of the half. It's a big loss for High Point. Right. Cross it over up top. Kicks out near side Patrick. Back up top to right. Right trying to drive on Martin. Crosses over. Gets inside. Double team. Puts up the shot over Singare. And cannot get the roll. So it circles out. Anderson gets the board. Anderson takes it down. Gives it out to Martin. Martin. Going up top for Housen. Housen open for 3 at the top of the key. Circles out. Anderson gets the board. Double team. But gets the layup to go on the offensive glass from the right block. And High Point back up by 2. 8:20 to go in the first. Back and forth games so far. First of 2 semifinals after this is the Winthrop game. Against Presbyterian. Solomon. Working on Washington on the far elbow. Picks up his dribble. Looking for someone to give it off to and does on the near side behind the arc. Extra pass into the Corner for Taylor. Taylor step back 3 over Singari. Wild 3. That's an air ball. And then poked away. Out of play. Staying with High Point. As Solomon tries to get the poke. It goes out of bounds. High Point up by 2. Solomon's got 13 on 5 for 7 shooting. Rest of the team is 5 for 13. I got a good one here, back and forth, but obviously the big storyline for High Point. Aquino, no points, 2 fouls. Someone's going to have to step up big time down low. Where that's Singare. Who's only averaging a point and a half per game this season. Maybe Ibuka Nawola, who is played a little bit last year. Came off the bench for Bodo Bodo. He's been relegated to basically 3rd string at this point. He's not played a lot this season. Maybe he'll get some minutes here. Keaton Miller potentially down low. Got to figure something out. These next statements, especially when you got the 6'9" Solomon out there for Asheville. Got to dig deep if you're High Point. If you can survive this half, you're in a good spot. If High Point can survive this half, am I looking? Not great. Not great right now. Aquino's on 2 fouls. Solomon's been torching us. If High Point can survive this half, if they're in front of the half, they're going to win this game. Not just because High Point is a good team at the half. They're leading at the half. They only lost 1 game leading at the half this season. But also because Aquino's on 2 fouls. We don't have a lot of depth down low. Solomon's been torching us. If you can get past this half without Aquino the final 8 minutes, and keep in mind Asheville's going to be fatigued the second half, you would think, because of the OT game yesterday where they had only 7 players play and 3 of them played over 40 minutes. You should be in a good spot. High Point, if they win the Big South, the fact that Belmont lost, High Point's going to be a 12. For an upset, we got to get there first. We got to get there first. I'm not even thinking about that yet. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully they pull it out too. Appreciate you, man. But I think if High Point wins it all, 30-4, seeing as they made it last year, they have a net ranking to be in the top 50. They'd probably be a 12. I think they would not be lower than a 13. They definitely would not be a 14. I know that. They would be on the 13, worst case. But I would think 12, Belmont losing helped out High Point a lot. I think Belmont would have been ahead of High Point on the 12 line. So that would have helped a lot. Akron losing would help too, if it gets to that point. Now Anderson driving inside on the right corner. Layup, can't get it. Gets his own board again. Layup there from the left side. That one, can't get that one. Rebound the play. Falls for Thomas. Used to trailing out against Oklahoma State. Yep. Comeback last year title game was nuts. Yeah, that was a dream. That was an absolute dream. I don't think it would happen again this year. Right. Takes it down for Asheville. Crosshair here up top, working on Martin. Weaving it around now up top of the point, Mayfield. High Point will switch. It's down Washington. Scarn at the near elbow. Floater, Solomon. Can't get that one to go. Gives off to Martin. Martin trying to take it down coast to coast. No foul. Layup there. Gets it. High Point, if they get there, actually, there could be a dangerous 12. Could be. Could very well be. But you gotta get there first. I'm not even thinking that far ahead. I'm not thinking that far ahead. You gotta get there first. Winthrop's a darn good team. If you get past Asheville, Winthrop's a darn good team. And they have our number. And Duncombe is just a beast. And I'm terrified of Winthrop. That's why I was losing my mind yesterday. 3 ball in the near corner for Taylor. That one off the mark. And Martin gets the board. 2 Asheville players collide with each other. So High Point's going to have numbers here. Kicks out wide on the right corner. Howes in for 3. That's an air ball. Rebound the play, though. Falls for Howes. Might have been tipped. So he doesn't really miss like that on air balls. But he gets his own board. Feeds it out to Singari up top. And back to the point for Martin. IndyCar 3 p.m. today. All right. Smart holding the play here. Pick on the left side, Singari. Martin spins around by the left elbow. And they're going to get an offensive foul on Singari. So that's 6 on High Point. Called a few offensive fouls on High Point so far. Like moving screen on Singare. So waste opportunity there for High Point. They had numbers for the moment. Having loses, yeah, it'd be a wow. It would be a wow. Taken down here. 6:07 to go. Modified half-court trap. They break it with ease. Not much of a trap there. Right will take it down. Gets a pick on the left now. Gives it off on the left side. Back to right. He'll pump fake on the 3. Trying to drive a Washington on the near elbow. Right. Not going to get the travel call. Goes up top for 3. And that one too strong. Rebound the play falls for Anderson. No one really doing anything on Asheville offensively outside of Solomon. It's a one-man show. Up top on the pick set by Anderson. Martin now. The left side goes to House up top. Back to Martin on the left side. Martin, he'll try a 3. Can't close down in time. Got it. Patrick can't close down in time. Lazy defense there, and High Point up by 7. Their largest lead of the day. Yeah, Winthrop's a dangerous team. Yep. They lost by 1 Arkansas, lost by 7 at Nebraska. Shows how dangerous it can be. But they bail lost along with Charleston Southern. Well, Charleston been playing a lot better as of late. And Charleston Southern, man, that should have been... Man, Charleston Southern, they should have lost that game yesterday. Was losing my mind. All I have to do is just advance the ball. It's not hard. Kicks out near side. Patrick going to try a deep 3. Way too strong at the back of the iron. Singare gets the board. Gives off to Anderson. Anderson will take it down. Gives off to Martin. Martin. Alley-oop. Singare can't get the dunk. Oh, that was a good feed by Martin. Oh, he had a wide open alley-oop dunk. We're done for 7th pick. Yeah. What did Jerry Jones do with Aubrey? Baffles me. Baffles me. They'll get Martin on the foul. As Asheville is driving inside, so 1-1 coming up here for the Bulldogs. Oh, you wonder if that's the moment for High Point that's going to turn the tide. You wonder if that's the moment. Alley-oop to make it a 9-point game. And now foul 1-1. I didn't think there was much there with Martin. How's it going? I appreciate it, tuning in. First one, the 1-1. Solomon clanks it. So no harm done, and Anderson will get the board. Martinez slips on the paint, now gets it. This paint sucks. I don't know, who thought it was a good idea to have... Well, let's make it cute and put pictures of players in the paint. Everyone's slipping on this paint. It's late flight, but baby's done well. That's awesome. Not much crying, that's good. Layup there, Washington can't get it. Washington, a wild layup, even though it was open. Gets his own board, second chance, not going to get that one either. Hyman's getting second chance opportunities, not really converting on some of them. Jerry, a second round tender on Aubrey. But someone will give a second round pick, I would think, for Aubrey. I'll give a second rounder for him. Not as the Jaguars, obviously, but... Floater there from the second block. Can't get the friendly roll there is Taylor. Rebound on the play. Falls for High Point. Anderson takes it down. Anderson trying to go coast to coast. Foul and 1. Anderson. Time to use the down by 12 man. And Jerry Sinal. I'll give a second round pick for Aubrey. He's a weapon. He can get from 65 consistently. I give it up. If I'm a team that needs a kicker, 100% I give up a second rounder for Aubrey. Those who the CrossFit trio had to give 26, 91, 27 first, 27 second. Man, that would have been bad. Anderson at the line. He's been perfect today at the line so far. Not there. Rebound falls for Asheville. Solomon gets the board, but largest lead for High Point. Up by 9. And this is without Aquino. Seeing as Aquino has 2 fouls. Up top for Taylor, 3. Got it. On the feed from Solomon from the elbow. And if High Point survives this half, so we got a timeout here at the under 4. High Point just to survive this half. Asheville, they're first making their last 8 attempts from the field. Taylor, who was 0 for 5 from 3 to start this game, finally gets one to go. 29% three-point shooter. You know, Asheville's not play High Point this past few minutes. Yep. We can't keep all the stories. No, we cannot. And this right now bodes very well for High Point. Right, we don't need Aubrey. No. But if I need a kicker, I get Aubrey. 100% I get Aubrey. If I was a contending team that needed a kicker, I have the right to match or get a second rounder if they don't. Yep. Yogi saved earlier in Houston on that one. And right now, you think with High Point, no Aquino right now because foul trouble. They have Solomon, who's been a beast download today. 13 of the 26 points have been from Solomon. He's been on the end of a few assists as well. He's contributed to a good chunk of the points. You survive this half. Asheville's going to be fatigued. Darius, let me see what's good with the Jaguars. And good with the Rams, obviously. Yeah, cut basket of Cowboys second rounder for Aubrey. Oh, easily. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I would not even think twice about it if I'm the Bills. And High Point up by 6. Playing better as of late. Yeah, Magic against the T-Wolves. Should be a good game. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you doing it. Appreciate you being here, man. 6-point game. You know, Keno, there's no reason to play him yet. No, on 2 fouls, don't play him. Don't play him. Especially with a potential hamstring injury. It actually might not be the worst thing that Aquino was in foul trouble because of the hamstring injury they suffered last week. Asheville was 4, Long was 5. I think Asheville was the 5 in that one. I think Asheville was the 5. I don't see Aquino out there. It's still Singari. He's getting an extended shift here. Martinez up top, replacing Martin. And this is a team that's pretty deep. Yeah, average about 3 points a drive. Yeah, absolutely. From the right elbow now, Anderson kicks out. Left corner, Housen open for 3. Can't get it. Rebound Anderson. And they're... that's a late whistle. That's a really late whistle. Keeman can't believe it. So 8 fouls on High Point. Anderson getting called for that one. And that's his second. So he's got to be careful. And Asheville going to the line for another 1-and-1. These officials have been extremely inconsistent in what they're calling and what they're not calling. So Taylor at the line for a 1-and-1. And 70% the line this season. Well, Magic are definitely not an A-tier team. I know that. First free throw is good. And Flint came in definitely not happy about the officiating. Anderson and Aquino, top 2 players on the team, you could argue. Each have 2 fouls. Second free throw gets the friendly roll. Down to a 4-point game. I think Anderson's going to have to check out. Or who are they taking out? They're going to put Aquino back in. So now they will go with Aquino on 2 fouls. He's got to be extremely careful. Potential PC upset over Winthrop. Also thoughts on USC Drake. I think UIC wins that one. Drake, I think they're going to be fatigued. PC against Winthrop, I could see it, but I think Winthrop wins. They just always find a way to win out of their butts. Washington can't get the 3 on the right side. They might be the 4. They might be the 4 on that one. ESPN might have had the bracket wrong. I think ESPN had the bracket wrong. I think Asheville was the 4. Right, crossover up top. Yeah, they are the 4. Yeah, they are the 4. I'll change the scorebook at halftime. You know, you couldn't give up that much for Crosby, Dexy. You couldn't. Drive inside here on the far side. Foul! Going against Solomon. Or Solomon's going to shoot 2. Don't tell me that's on Aquino. It's on Wash. It's on a Fletcher. And now 2 shots here for Asheville. Trying to have their way at the free throw line. Who will be this year's con? Oh, I have no clue. It's the beauty of March Madness. You never know. You home for Canada. That's good. First free throw for Solomon. Gets it. Yeah, potential PC upset. I think Winthrop wins that game. I mean, Winthrop just pulls wins out of their butt this year. Yeah, Asheville's 4. Yep, I'll change the seating on that. Second free throw is good for Solomon. A 7-0 run for the Bulldogs. And that alley-oop that was missed by High Point. The thing that changed everything. Central Arkansas. And I'll go Queens. Queens was my pick of the start of the tournament. Feeds to the right elbow. Keno back up top. Extra pass. It goes. 3 ball. Housen. Open. Offline. Rebound falls for Taylor. 2:20 to go. Taylor takes it down. Here for the Bulldogs. Crossover up top here. Working on House on the near side. Double team. Spins around. Goes back up top. Open for 3. Gonna try it on line. Circles out. Rebound. Falls for Aquino. Gives out to Martinez. Martinez on the right side. Now in the corner. Crossing over. Will dump it down low to Aquino. Aquino trying to work the baseline. Double team. Nice feed. The layup foul. He'll shoot 2. Fletcher going to the line. How's it going, Joe? Yeah, Italy get demolished with sled hockey. Yep, you're not kidding on that one. I couldn't believe the score when I saw it. Yeah, Trader Series 40 million. Yeah, that's a better deal. Yeah, 13-1. Yeah, USA is going to be good at that. 2 free throws here. Hopefully we can do some sled hockey these Olympics. Hopefully we can do some for the Paralympics. First one for Fletcher. Too strong. Clanks it. Right, yeah, like I surrendered, yeah. Fletcher, 73% the line this season. Said up and down year for High Point. Didn't play for about a month. Save free throw, clanks that. They're going to get a lane violation? They're going to get a lane violation on Asheville. So I'm going to try it again. We've seen 3 seconds. We've seen a lane violation. We've seen a carry. Seen everything today. Fletcher. That time he converts. So Mick's doing his 3rd attempt at the line. 1 for 2. Wright takes it down. Wright crossing over, gives it off up top. Solomon. Driving inside, trying to unhouse him, puts up the floater, gets it. He's up to 17. Got more than half the points. They have no answers for Solomon. Again, got to be careful down low with the foul trouble. Up top, Aquino. Back to Martinez. Pick on the right side, set by Aquino. Martinez from the right elbow goes down low to Aquino. Posting up, or trying to at least on Clark. Kicks out to the left corner. Housen fakes the 3. We'll go back up top to Martinez. 12 on the clock. Martinez drives inside, floats it up, or tries to. No foul call there. I don't know how. I don't know how there wasn't a foul. Solomon just destroyed him in midair. And it's going to be Asheville ball. So it goes out of play. That's good for the Marlins. That is good. Solomon inbounds this one. Wright will take it down the floor. Solomon. Up top here. They have no answers for on either side of the ball. Solomon crossover, working on Martinez. Stripped away. Martinez gets it back. Solomon. We're going around to Taylor. Taylor at the point. Down the shot clock. Taylor crossover, working on Martinez. Bounce pass into the paint. Extra pass down low. The slam. Thomas. And Asheville in front. Housen. Fakes the 3. Goes up top to Martinez. Asheville up by 1. Housen open for 3 off the switch. Offline on the 3. Yeah, it would be, Nick. 3 statements for the shot clock and the game clock. Housen's been off from 3 today. At times. That was a wide open look. And now Wright. Holding it at half court. Oh, man. Wright directing traffic. Cross it over here. Fakes a step back on Martinez. Looks to drive inside. Puts up the floater. Travel. Point shaving? No. How can you watch this game and say they're point shaving, Scotty? How can you watch this game and they're point shaving? If you watch this game, the referees are on one today. You get the travel call. Back to High Point, 5 on the clock. Asheville an 11-1 run. High Point's not made a field goal the last 4 minutes. Got from a 9-point lead to a 1-point deficit. So timeout High Point. Y'all injured Asheville. Yep. Johnston checks in for the Panthers for the final 5 seconds. Johnston gives off to Martin. Martin, double team, 3, 2. They have a foul to give. Martin, clean strip, no foul on the layup attempt. Stripped away by Taylor. And at halftime, Asheville leads. High Point beat Asheville both times by a lot. The first time they met, High Point won by 18. Second time they won by 26. They're not point shaving. Do you ever watch sports in your life? Because an 11-1 run means they're point shaving. How about you grow up? How about that, Scotty? How about you grow up? The world does not revolve around you and your stupid bets. How about that? We go to the second half. High Point down by 1. Yeah, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. And, like, Keenan was in foul trouble. In Sports World, then why do you bet on them? It's not real. Why do you bet on them? Why are you watching? High Point finishes without scoring a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Solomon with 17 of the 34 for Asheville. Asheville just 7 for 18 from the field outside of Solomon. Outside of Solomon, they're 7 for 18 from the field, but Solomon has 6 for 11, 17 points. And High Point's in some trouble. I know he does too, Johnster. I love it. I love it. Right now, Aquino, Anderson, and Martin each have 2 fouls apiece. High Point's in some trouble. They're trailing at the half. An 11-1 run. Have to dig deep here. 20 minutes to go. It's anyone's game in Johnson City. Had a lot of close games this tournament. A lot of close games this tournament. Yeah, that is insane, Jackson. That is insane. High win probability is 80%. It started at 90%. Got as high as 95% when they were up by 9. The Mafia gave High 50K to blow this game. You're frustrated in the half. Yeah, you're not kidding there. Oh, man. Gotta get something going. High Punch is 27% from 3. Housen's missed a lot. He's 1 for 8 for the field. He's gotten some good looks. Housen's gotten some good looks, but he's missed them all. He's 1 for 8 from the field. And that's been a big problem. Not going to win too many games if you guys go 1 for 8. Aquino, no points. Been dominant all season, no points. Harrison Moore can buy for 20. But other than that, not a lot of bench contribution, just 5 points off the bench. But yeah, remember, this is an Asheville team that played a lot yesterday. It's an Asheville team that played a lot yesterday. They went into OT. You know, Sam said I would discuss it too. Remember, Asheville played yesterday, and they went to OT. They had 3 players play 42 or more minutes. You do wonder at some point, will fatigue set in? So not a very deep team. They only went 7 deep, and they've only used 7 here. All but 1 so far. You caught up by 29 at the half. If you're going to cover the spread, I'll cover that one. We got about 11 minutes until we start the second half here. They do have one of the best coaches, so you're not wrong there. We got 3 streams on the docket today. Pens Flyers, team plays at 5:30 Eastern Time. This game, obviously, and then USA World Baseball Classic. CBS. How the Cowboys defense go from best to worst in the league? I don't know if they were ever the best. I never consider the Cowboys to be the best defense. When you lose your pass rush, your secondary gets torched. Hey, that's why I love college wrestling better than the NBA. Yeah, me too. Me too on that. The secondary help has been atrocious for the Cowboys. He was back within 4.5. Yep. Yeah, the officials. Yep. What's after the game? I think we'll be doing it. All right. Nice watch you. I tell you what, Ash will come back. There you go, RFK. There you go. The halftime line is 7.5. Oh man. I like it. I think there's going to be some high point run. Fact on that one. There's going to be some high point run. I do not. No, I do not. If High Point wins, we will be live for the Big South Championship tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Again, remember, it's daylight savings, so spring ahead on that, which would mean... for me, it starts at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock. And Ravens need to get a receiver. Yeah. I think they will. How when they played home, usually win 20 plus? Yes, they don't lose at the Quabain Center. They haven't lost a conference game at home in the last 2 years. But this isn't at home. This is in Tennessee. The Big South decided for some inexplicable reason to put their tournament in Johnson City. Even though there's no team there. And pretty much gives you no incentive for winning the conference. You like how to stream? I'm streaming anymore. Not today, no. We got a Hundo Jack for the Penguins Flyers game, so we're doing that. And then we're doing the World Baseball Classic. So this is it today. We're gonna do the Drake game, but we got a Hundo Jack for the Penguins game. Where they lost, it was played at the home arena. Yes, it was. They did lose. It was at their home arena, which was not fun. They give a reason why I was in Johnson City. Probably money. It's probably for money. Probably got a good amount of money for it. Good deal on rent. Which guy, did you really think, did you bet on this game without even knowing where the game was being held at? Did you seriously bet on this game without even knowing where it was being held at? Like, you thought this game was at high point? Because you've never done it before. I get it. You've never done it. Rams will pay Mike Evans over bring back Linderbaum. That would not be a smart move. We know he's going to reset the market. We know Linderbaum is going to reset the market. I thought you were the chat. I got you on that one, Jackson. I got you. I got you. You've never done it before. I get it. 14-1 sled hockey, man. Man. Ref control for... Yeah, Tim Donaghy. Yep, Tim Donaghy. Yeah, Evans wants 21 years. That's exactly what Linderbaum was asked for. I'd rather have Linderbaum than Evans. I think I do himself, but he woke me up. Oh, good. Yeah, St. Bonaventure. Good luck getting a new coach. The second lowest NIL, and you don't want to pay your coach any money, good luck. You know, that's a big jump. Yeah, 11.5 to 14.5, that's a big jump. Yes, Bob Harlan. Yes, absolute legend. Absolute legend. One of the greatest front office men of all time. Yeah, not all tournaments, but they really, for the one bid leagues, they really should be. They really should be at the higher seed. If you want to give them some incentive. For a one-bid leagues, because otherwise the whole regular season means nothing. There's still plenty of time in this game. 1 point game. Got to get Aquino going. He's got no points today. Maybe Scotty bet this game. Oh, we have absolutely did. 100%. All right. All right, $1 million less for Evans. One side trade for 2 years, 40. Yeah, 242 for Evans is a lot. Wait, want to win the other 5? Orioles be a fun story. White Sox. Angels. Probably Marlins. Cardinals. Yeah, Asheville right now on the verge of an upset. It's still 20 minutes to go, but not good for High Point right now. Well, Asheville finished that half on an 11-1 run. Solomon with 17 points. He's been killing it today. High Point will go left to right. Asheville right to left this half. A rare spot for High Point to be in, behind at the half. But again, this is an Asheville team that has not done much today outside of Solomon. A team that played overtime yesterday with 3 guys going over 42 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Tiger from dead inside. Yep. The whole AL Central is dead inside at this point. Martin, back on our way here. Up top to Housen. It was 1 for 8 that first half. To Aquino. Aquino on the near side. Gives off to Anderson. Pump fake on the 3. Now we'll try the 3 with no one on him. Guts it. Got it to go. Anderson puts High Point in front by 2. No one closed in on him off the switch. And High Point back up by 2 right now. Pick on the right side set. Now right trying to drive on the left side from the third block. Kicks out wide. Taylor fades away from the free throw line. Too strong. Rebound. The tip-in is good. That's Solomon again, I believe. Or was that Mayfield? Either way, we're tied at 36. I think it was Mayfield, actually. I think the one was Mayfield. Bounce to Stella. Washington, reverse layup. Nice cut there. Aquino with the feed. Washington with the reverse layup. High Point back up by 2. The UMass games were students that sit at halftime? The UMass game. I don't think I did. No. I don't think I did. Right, now we don't want us to go to contender. Dexy. You have hope? Hope's a scary thing. Bounce to Stella trying to cut. Foul on Aquino. That's number 3. Oh, that's the last thing High Point needs. Early foul on Aquino. You can still leave him out there, but man, if he picks up a 4th, you are screwed. Is there a shooting foul? They're going to call a foul on the floor. I thought that was a shooting foul. They originally called foul on the floor. That should be a shooting foul. I think it will be a shooting foul. 2 free throws for Asheville coming up. Taylor. At the line here. First one. Got it. Yep, never trust Hope. Nope. Hope is a dangerous thing to have. Second free throw. Taylor gets it. We're tied at 38. Both teams score in their first 2 possessions of the half. And Martin will take it down here. Aquino staying out there on 3 fouls. Kicks out wide. Washington. Back up top to Martin. At the point, back to Washington on the far side. Bounce pass to Aquino at the elbow. Aquino, for his first bucket of the game, will feed it off the foot of an Asheville player. So, kick ball, staying with High Point. Troy Murray, I did not hear about that. No. I just saw 63. Oh, man. I did not hear that. I did not see that today. Man, Martin, 3 ball on the far side. Circles out, rebound. Falls for right. So High Point comes up empty handed that possession. Their 3-point struggles on the day continue. It was straight mascot so many times. Yep. And football too. It's scrimmage in every sport. Right. I remember the deal. Yep. I remember the deal. Crossover right. Double teamed. Kicks out wide in the right corner. Back up top by the point. It goes for Solomon. Solomon. Driving inside, spins around the third block, goes back up top, extra pass from the right corner, 3 ball open, too strong. Rebound falls right for Asheville, but I think it was, was he out of bounds when he shot the ball? I'm in 95. Yeah, I've never heard that story. Well, apparently, he might have stepped out of bounds. Either way on that one. Asheville comes back to hand and Washington back up top to Martin. Simon's going to make a sub on the next dead ball. Gives it off to Aquino. Aquino on the third block now spins inside. Aquino gets his first bucket of the game. The finger roll is good. High Point 3 for 4 from the field to start this half. After a rough shooting performance in the first. Up by 2. Right. Up top it goes for Solomon. Solomon trying to drive here. Spins around on Anderson. Puts up the floater. Can't get the friendly roll. Clanks out. Thomas, the tip back. Can't get that one. Gets a third chance. And they're going to get a foul on High Point? Okay, they're going to get a foul on High Point. Let's say Solomon was pushed in the back. What are they even calling it on? It's on Aquino? Oh, jeez. So that's 4 on Aquino. Oh, boy. So Aquino's on 4. And now High Point's in some serious trouble. Solomon clanks the first. Oh, boy. Singara's got to check in. Oh, boy. Well, that's the nightmare scenario for High Point. Not great. No, it is not. Second one for Solomon. Gets it. So Asheville's biggest strength is getting down low with Solomon. High Point's biggest weakness is probably interior defense without Aquino out there. Whew, man. Johnston checks in. Martin swings out wide to Washington. Back to Martin. Martin driving inside. Loses the handle. Stripped away. Wright going to take it down the floor. Wright trying to go coast to coast. Wright working on Anderson. Layup. Got it. That'll be an interesting move. Hip clip. That'll be an interesting move. He's got the money. He's got the money to do it. Out wide to Washington. Back up top to Martin. Like, oh yeah, like the tree huggers. Oh yeah. Martin feeds it down low to Anderson. Anderson in the paint. Fade away. Can't get it. Too strong. Rebound for Mayfield. You know, High Point's not winning this game. High Point's not winning this one. Aquino 4 fouls. That's going to do it. Pick on the left side set. Driving here is right. Spins around the elbow. Lose the handle. Anderson gets the steal. High Point not force a lot of turnovers in the first half, but they do force that one. Anderson with the layup. Got it. With the contact, High Point back up by 1. Gonna have to dig deep here without Aquino. Man. I don't know how they're pulling this up. Oh, yeah, I remember the Harvard Yale game. I remember that one. She should be kissed. Yep. Right, kissed, not hugged. Solomon. Crossing over here. At the free throw line. Kicks out one on the right side. They're going to get a foul before the 3 on Washington. So that's 3 on High Point already. Yes, sitting as well, yep. And I legit don't know what that call was. I legit couldn't tell you. I didn't see any contact by Washington. Maybe it was off ball. I didn't see any contact there. We are screwed. He brought this to corporations doing stuff. You do that. Tune in for Super Bowl Buckle. All good, Brian. Appreciate tuning in. It's not one good for High Point right now. Not one good. High Point's in some foul trouble. Aquino's got 4. Protesting starts spring. Protesting daylight savings. Oh, man. If you're just tuning in, High Point up by 1, but Aquino's on 4 fouls. So he's not going to be playing for a while. Singare has not looked good today. It's been about 10 minutes. He's done absolutely nothing except for blow an alley-oop dunk right in his hands that would have given High Point a double-digit lead. It's one of those games you just feel like Asheville At some point, you wonder if they're going to get fatigued, but I'm going to go 4 on that one. I'll go 4. You wonder if they're going to get fatigued, but it hasn't happened yet, and Solomon's going to have his way down low. How's it going, JP? Appreciate you tuning in. Portland wins again. I would say on that one, I would say no. I would say no on that. It's tough in ladder format. Inbound here. That'll be a foul on Martin as he undercuts Solomon. My feeling, not good. Not good. And that's definitely a foul. That one's definitely a foul. Martin undercut him. So that's 4 on High Point now. That's 3 on Martin. Yeah, 22 in a row, yep. I'm not feeling good. Our depth down low is not great. And Aquino's got 4 fouls. So High Point might be screwed. Inbound here by Wright. Underneath here. Trying to get this in. And will get this in up top of the key. Taylor. Now working on Johnston. Checks are replacing Hausen. From the far elbow. Kicks it back up top. 3 ball right. Gets it. Over the hands of Martin. Nashville up by 2. Right, knocking that one down. Now Martin taking it down the floor. Give us off on the far side back to Martin. 8 or 9, could be that. Cigar, pick on the right side set. Martin crossing over here. Back up top to Anderson. Anderson. Look to drive on the far side. Spins around. Anderson with the Euro step. Got it. Tied at 44 on the finger roll. Wright will take it down. Pick on the left side, set by Thomas. And waves on the pick right, trying to drive on Johnston. Spins around the free throw line, trying to drive inside. Double teamed, help defense arrives. Johnston. They're going to get a reach, and he traveled. Good game. Well, the refs are blowing it. He traveled before the reach in. So that's 5 on High Point. Like, he got the ball. And then he felt... They called travel on that before. Oh, my God. That's 5 on High Point. Foul difference is 14-4, if you're wondering how this game is going. Up top for Solomon. Crossover here at the far elbow on Johnston. Feeds it down low, poked away. Taylor gets it back in the right corner. Goes up top to Solomon. Solomon gets by Martin. Layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Johnson. No foul there. Anderson trying to go coast to coast. Anderson, layup. Got it on the finger roll. High Point back up by 2. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be one of those games. This is going to be one of those games. This is why I don't call Jaguar games. Right. Kicks out one on the right side to Taylor. Taylor guard up top by Martin. Left corner. Solomon open for 3. Not going to take it. Second look to drive inside. Resets the play. Works on Singari. Goes back up top. 3 ball from the logo. Way short. Chase Johnston will let that one go out of play. Be High Point ball. Oh, God. This could be a dig deep kind of game. Oh, boy. I'd say the 5 fouls so far this half, 2 of them were legit. And 3 I've seen go the other way or were nothing burgers. Martin crossing over here. Gives it off to Anderson. Back to Martin. Pick on the left side by Singari. Nothing there, though. Waves off the pick. Martin now. Crossover, 12 on the shot clock. Tries again with the pick on the left side by Singari. Are they going to... Okay, blocking foul. I think. Yeah, blocking foul. Okay. It's funny. I thought that was a moving screen. I actually thought... Yes, I have a low point of fishing. I actually thought that was a moving screen on Singari. So that should have gone the other way. I thought that was a moving screen. Right getting a call for the blocking foul. I thought that was a moving screen on Singari. He's been called for that before. They're going to call that on Asheville. Okay. These refs are drunk. Martin loses the... Wait, that's a foul? Okay, Martin gets fouled by Clark. He drives inside. I thought that was a clean strip. But Martin... Well, that should be a shooting foul. What are these refs on? If that was a foul, it should be a shooting foul, but Hopkins gonna have to inbound underneath. Okay. Back to Singare. Brady checks in for the first time. Today, Brady gets it, gives it out to Johnston. Johnston, back to Martin up top of the logo. Okay. Martin now crossing over. He'll try the 3 off the dribble. Too strong. But Singare gets the board. Singare back to Anderson. Anderson Johnston. He'll try a deep 3. That one circles out. Rebound the play. Well, it's out of bounds. Going back to Asheville. Maybe the other Bulldogs. I'll finish him off. Yeah, he's more blind than I am. Yep. The rest I'll call everything today. Nothing makes sense this game. Johnston missed that 3. Then Brady and Clark getting into it afterwards. Are they really taking a look at this? Come on. This is just natural. What are we doing here? Game has gone soft. What are we doing? It's just natural jawing after the play. What are we doing? We're going to view this for a flagrant? For a tech? Are we really reviewing this? Was off Brady's elbow. They both got into it. Clark pushed Brady. Brady pushed Clark. They both got into it. Just let it go. Let it go. They both pushed each other. Let it go. And just give Asheville the ball. Why are we reviewing this? There was no contact to the face. Just some jawing, pushing and shoving after the play. On both sides. Clark made the initial contact. Then Brady just pushed him off to try to get off Clark. Because Clark initiated first. This should be a nothing burger. Should be a complete nothing burger. Yeah, they're going to go call fouls on both. Yep. This should be a complete nothing burger of a call. Oh, you're going that one, Carl. You're going that one. Pledge $1 for every giving a perfect March Madness bracket. Oh, that's awesome, Carl. Hopefully a bracket as well. Hopefully it does well. Appreciate you, man, on that. All right, so after that review... Yeah, nothing. Okay, thank God. Yeah, just let it go. Mutual pushing. Just let it go. Keep an eye out on it. That's a nothing burger. Right, we'll take it down the floor here. Right, gives it off on the right side. Back to right now. Martinez checks in. For the first time this half. Now double teamed in the right corner. We're going to go back on top. Trapped. Feeds it down low, though. Finds Solomon. Solomon puts up the shot. No foul. I thought that was a foul. That looked like his arm got hacked. Not going to call it. Highball gets the board. Anderson now driving. They're going to get a travel on Anderson. On the jab step. Nothing's making sense this game. Like, how was that not a foul on High Point? Solomon got, destroyed. He got down low. He got hit in the wrist. Asheville's getting it back because Anderson traveled, but nothing is adding up this game. Right, taking it down the right side here. Gives up top to Solomon. Solomon, he stumbles, loses the handle, gets it back, somehow floats it up from the right elbow and gets to we're tied at 46. Somehow everyone fell down. Solomon still was able to make the play. Martin now. From the third block, goes back up top to Martinez. Swings out to Anderson on the near side. Anderson feeds down low to Washington. Washington fades away from outside the restricted area. Got it. Got the separation inside there on Mayfield, and High Point up by 2. We love these refs. Yep, how much I think I don't care. 48-46. Oh, man. This is just one of those just survive kind of games. Right. Up top here. Gives it off. Solomon looks to drive. He's double teamed. Gets rid of it. Floats it up. Can't get the friendly roll. We got by Martinez. Washington gets the board. Gives off to Martin. Martin taking it down. Picking the left side by Singari. Martin step back 3 off the pick. Got it! High Point up by 5. Timeout on the floor. We'll see if there was a foot on the line. But as it stands, 3-ball. And Asheville taking a timeout. High Point's made 5 of their last 7. Martin's in double figures. All right. Yeah, I want to see if there was a foot on the line. $51-46. If you like what you see, folks, have like once to start fences from the court. Billis on line 1. And we'll double check if there was a foot on the line. I'm not sure there was. They're not showing a replay of that, but Martin with the 3. Big 3 there for High Point. They're second of the half. And again, when you talk about the Asheville team, I brought up a few times. Oh no, Miami's a lock at this point. Miami's a lock. They're undefeated. They're a lock at this point. They were 100% a lock. I don't think there's a universe where they don't get in at this point. Asheville played overtime yesterday. They played the later game. They changed the bracket this year to try to give the higher seeds an advantage. So what they did with that was they had the earlier seeds play in the afternoon, the later seeds play at night. So they have more rest. You go from night to morning. And adjust that way. And Asheville, guys play over 40 minutes yesterday. 3 of the 7 guys that played over 40 minutes. It'd be different if they were a deep team. They're not a deep team. They only have 7 guys. It's a little bit different with this Asheville team. It seemed like High Point, they go 2 rounds deep. They go 10 deep. High Point well rested. Officially tornado. Watch out. Stay safe, man. That sucks. Stay safe. High Point well rested. No one outside of Anderson played more than 28 yesterday. Asheville, 3 guys, 42 minutes or more. That OT game against Longwood. At what point do the legs start to give out? If Auburn was winless, they'd still be more deserving than 31-0 Miami. Yes. Yep, that's nepotism for you. That is nepotism. If Miami doesn't win the MAC and they don't get in, the rent's going to be epic. At that point, there's no reason to play the games for the mid-majors. No reason to play the first 30 games. Right. Gets it across half court. Right. Trapped in. He's going to have to call a timeout. So Asheville is Asheville taking a timeout? He was trapped at half floor. So Asheville's running 2 timeouts the last 11 seconds. They only have 1 left. Stay safe, I chase these. So Wright takes a timeout, and Asheville's only got 1 left. So that's big. 1 timeout left the final 11 minutes. Are they already lobbying? Yeah, that's insane. We have to do an OTF-er. Not the Penguins game. Because that's going to be right for World Baseball Classic. World Baseball Classic we're going to do, and then we should be live for OT after this game. So we're doing the Penguins game, not the Drake game. We got a Hundo Jack for the Pens Flyers game. I thought that game was Sunday for some reason. It's Saturday, so my bad on that one. So we were doing that. Right, Miami, they should make it regardless. They've earned the right to play. They've earned the right to play in the tournament. It'd be an injustice if they don't make it in. At that point, why play any of the games? Yep, Classico Mundial, like baseball. Yep. Just to see where it goes. Yep. Oh, no, you're good on that one, Johnson. You're good. You're good. That's on me. That's on me. No, you're totally fine. You're good on that. You're good on that. I thought it was... Because I didn't know where we were streaming in the afternoon. So I was just like, let's see UIC Drake. But... I thought the game was on Sunday for some reason. I got the dates mixed up. You're good on that. You're good. Un poco, Jackson. Un poco. You know, you're good on that one. You're good. We're doing Pens Flyers. I got some stuff mixed up. But we are okay. My popular was to pick does not pan out. Yep. I think they're due for a loss. I think they're due. Their defense is not impressing me. Up top here for Wright. Wright gives it off at the point. 5 on the shot clock. Driving inside here. Solomon puts up the floater. Gets it from the third block on the near side. Down to a 3-point game. Solomon up to 22. He's got about half the points that they've scored so far in this one. He's been a menace today for Asheville. Now up top, Martinez. Gets it to Martin. Martin takes a step back. Gives it out to Martinez. 3 ball on the right side. Too short. Rebound. Falls for Asheville. It's Mayfield. Who gets it? Now feeds it down low. Back up top. It goes for the point for Solomon. Solomon driving inside. Foul. He'll shoot 2. If you win every game but one, you deserve to make it. I know Auburn's got a tough schedule, but I think the net rankings are just rewarding at this point teams for showing up versus actually winning games. I don't like that at all. So it's 6 on High Point. 1 more and they'll be in the bonus, but 2 shots coming up here for Asheville. Solomon. At the line, the 68% free throw shooter. Or if they were a 3, they make 1 lucky 14 very happy. Oh, yeah. No, Miami's going to be like probably an 8. Probably be an 8 seed. No lower than a 10, I would say. And no lower than a 10. I think Drake got a 10 last year, right? Drake got a 10. So I think it'll be around what Drake was. First one's good. Second one for Solomon is also good. Down to a 1-point game. Johnston checks in for High Point. Martinez will check out. 1-point game with 10:20 to go. It's anyone's game. And again, the question for a High Point, when do you put Aquino in? He's on 4 fouls. Gotta be careful. Not putting him in yet. Nor would I. Singari, it's been a long shift for him. Johnston back to Martin up top. Pick on the right side, set by Singari. Martin. Trying to drive inside, kicks up top. Anderson 1 for 3. Not going to take a second. Going to go to Johnston in the corner. Johnson, 3-ball. Got it. Drake got 11 last year. Yep. Drake makes sure they'd be seated. Or would they be? They would probably be a 15. Oh, no, they have a losing record. No, they'd be first 4. They'd be Dayton. Drake could be a Dayton team. First 4. Johnston from the corner. Again, all his field goals this year have been 3s. Taylor floats it up. While he's falling down, he's going to call for the foul. Taylor gets fouled on the floater attempt. 2 shots coming up. You got to feel Miami be a 9 or a 10. 1 loss would be... I don't think it'd be first 4. The bubble's pretty weak this year. They'd probably be an 11. Yeah, Drake would be a... Right, Drake would be a first 4 team. Losing record has to be first 4. So 2 shots here for Asheville coming up. They're falling down the floater. Taylor at the line. First one, too short. Maybe 6 or 7 to go undefeated. It's unprecedented. It's completely unprecedented territory. Second free throw is good, so he goes 1 for 2 that trip. We've never had a team with metrics like this. We've never had a team like this at all. Clemson up by 1, all right. Martin, pick on the right side by Singari up top. Now Martin kicks out to the corner. Johnston, 3-ball corner. Circles out. The putback is good. Anderson crashes the glass. No one boxes out. Right, Drake would have a decent resume. He'd be below 500. It'd be tough to justify. You could put him 15. It'd be tough to justify a team with a losing record. Right, pick on the left side, set by Taylor. Gives it off to Solomon. Solomon driving here. Poked away by Martin. Martin trips up. Anderson keeps it in play. Anderson feeds it down low. Washington layup. Got it. 7-point lead. Washington with the layup. Good job by Anderson keeping that ball in play after Martin got the steal. Haven't forced too many turnovers today. After forcing 16 last time these teams met. Now spin around here. Puts up the shot. Foul on Singare. The double team. Taylor going back to the line, shooting 2 more. It was Sal win 29-1 while playing in the NWC and got a 4 seed. Who they beat that year? Like who is their schedule? Country also 10 to Auburn. Yep. Miami's in the 8-9 game in the top left quadrant. Fact. Oh, they're gonna put them against the number 1 overall. They're gonna put them against Duke. They want Duke. They want to put. That's gonna be the CBS game. The standalone CBS game at like 4 o'clock on Sunday. That's what they want. First free throw. Got it. You can say Georgia Tech wins stream at plus 1,000 underdogs, man. In Miami, Ohio's not favored to beat teams that are not good enough to earn a large bet. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, they're going to put Miami against a power opponent. Put them against, like, Louisville. They'll do Louisville against Miami. Or no, Louisville's ACC. It couldn't work that way. But, second free throw here. Taylor goes 2 for 2. Beat Nova, Ohio State, Florida, and Temple. I lost to a good Loyola Marymount team. Yeah, much better schedule. Yeah. Up top here, Anderson going to try the 3. No one closed him down. Circles out as Anderson missed the 3 off the switch by Martin. Take it down now. Asheville, the layup. Blows the layup. The putback is no good. They blew a wide open layup on a fast break. Singari gets the board. Bullet dodge there. Martin. Johnston. Catch and shoot 3. Off the line. Rebound falls for Washington. He gets fouled. Over the back foul. That's number 3 on Asheville with 8:12 to go. He went from Miami. You know, it wouldn't be Louisville. My father told me a story when the committee put 16, 15 teams in at-large. Yeah, that's not fair at all. Washington getting looked at for the moment. I think he might have gotten poked in the eye. He got poked in the eye on that one. Right, much stronger than Miami. Yep. Well, the thing, too, with that one, Pastor, the thing is that Miami tried to play power games, but no one wants to play them. I'm going to say fixture on that one, Rob. I'm merciful. Actually, I did not because we were live for the World Baseball Classic, but we talked about it a lot on stream. If I was not live, I would have been live. Right, high seed, we were an 8 seed. So the thing with that one, Pastor, is that mid-majors that are too good, high points are the same boat. Mid-majors that are too good, teams don't want to play. You either want to play quad 1 games or you want to play quad 4 guarantee games. So Miami put in requests with a bunch of different teams, and everyone said no or never got back to them. Like, there was a FOIA request that was submitted, and it showed. Like, Miami tried to schedule good opponents. They tried to play Florida, tried to play Pitt, tried to play... Well, Pitt's not that good, but, like, they tried to play power teams. And they all said, no, we want guarantee net game of plus 200 or higher. We want a guarantee game. So it's not worth it for us. Johnson back on top to Martin by the logo. 8 to go. Right, not playing. That makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. Martin, finger roll, fouled from the far side. He'll shoot 2 when we get back to the under 8. 7:56 to go. Resilient game by High Point so far without Aquino. Resilient performance. Chance to make their lead 7 when we get back. As Martin's going to go to the line for the first time today. Yep, streaks in danger. Yep. Oh, with the Marlins. Yep. But I think what they're going to do with the Miami, they're going to put him as a 9 seed or an 8 seed. Put him something like that. Put him against a power opponent. And then Duke in the top left quadrant as the number 1 overall seed. They'll get Duke against Miami. That's your Sunday 4 o'clock game. Or 2 o'clock game, I should say. That's your standalone. You want to start that ever? Anything else? Nope. We're just going to give a Tush Rex. I think it's a fair trade. I think it's a very fair trade. I mean, for a premier player, edge rusher at a premium position, you're going to have to do. You're going to have to give something. And that's what it's going to be. Tennessee. That's what it's going to be. They'll do Tennessee or BYU or Kentucky. No, that's what it's going to be. Kentucky. That's what it's going to be. Screw it. That's what it's going to be. The committee wants to rig it for ratings. Kentucky against Miami. First round game. 8 against 9. Winner takes on Duke. Miami's get paired up against each other first round. I'm going to say fiction. I mean, Say fiction. Here's how it's going to go. Kentucky's going to get the 8. Miami's going to get the 9. You get Kentucky-Miami round 1. So that either way, you get the undefeated team against Duke in the top left quadrant or Duke-Kentucky as your round of 32 game standalone on CBS. You know that's what's going to happen. Call my shot right now. Calling my shot now. You can clip it. Call my shot now. Kentucky, Miami, top left quadrant, 8-9. Winner takes on Duke. You can't lose either way if you're CBS with the ratings. That will be what happens. Could you imagine? But it's realistic. They'd be like, you know what, Miami? All right. You know what? You deserve a spot. You were undefeated. You deserve your spot. Here's Kentucky and Duke back to back. Good luck. Good freaking luck. That will be what happens. Oklahoma State, the golf champions at 25. Good for them. Did I know that? You can only have 2 Marquette, man. Yeah, they're playing out their competition a lot this year. What do St. Louis versus Miami make us all mad? Yep. Only one major can advance. Only one of you guys is advancing. 2 free throws for Martin here coming up. And you wonder when they put a Keno in. Housen's not played a lot this half. It's been a lot of Johnston, which I agree with. Housen, he does not have it right now. First free throw, circles in. Hype went up by 6. It's also one with the casuals. See Miami, think Hurricanes. Yep. Time for 7 majors and power schools play each other in preseason tournaments. Yep. I'm not sure you can force them, but I would think second free throw is good. I would think the mid-majors should form an alliance where the top 8 schools from net play a preseason tournament against each other so they can stack up quad 1 and quad 2 wins. Streak's over. Oh, man. Right. Crossover here on Johnston. 7-point game. Steps back himself on the right side here for Clark. Clark will feed it by the elbow here on the right side to Taylor. Taylor now steps back. Guard up top. Clark swings around Salmon. Salmon in the corner. Gives it off to right. Right gets by Singare. Layup there. Tight stand-up defense there by High Point. By Washington. Singare gets the board. Washington. Foul. Anderson. It was hooked in the arm. Trying to get that ball on the pass. Right, we're incentivized. Yeah, you could incentivize. Did West Kentucky Drake? Oh, yeah. I remember that one. That's 5 now on Asheville. Are they reviewing this for Clear Path? I wouldn't think that's Clear Path. Or no, just, oh, no. Taylor got poked in the eye. Taylor, when he swatted the ball, he jammed his eye. The non-conference schedule said some blue blood stuff. Yeah, it's a joke they're awarded. Yep. Because they stack up quad 1 wins against each other in conference play. That's why. Scheffler's struggling. Oh, man. Because they'll play like 1 or 2 games against power schools to get their name out there in November and December. They'll get that rivalry non-conference game. Like Duke, you can be fine about who you play. Duke, because they got the Champions Classic, so they'll play either Kentucky, Kansas, or Michigan State every year. They're guaranteed that. They'll play UNC twice a year. They play some ACC schools, so you got your quad 1 games right there if you need them. They get the TV money for these standalone games. Only stream? No, we got 3 streams today. Got this one. We got Penguins Flyers later today at 5:30 Eastern Time. Got a Hundo Jack for that. Like, they should explain college hockey. Like, Arizona State, the fact they didn't make it last year is insane. Like, they should expand college hockey. Like, it's crazy. Like, you have to finish like a certain spot in conference to do it. We got that game, and then we're going to be live for the... Are they going Clear Path? Are they really going to say there was a Clear Path foul? Anderson, first free throw, got it. I don't agree with that. We gotta hope like SFA or Duke happens, yep. Unless Georgia Tech becomes the double general, let's hope it happens again here. Yeah, make you a good payday. I want to cut on that one if you do it. Anderson, second free throw. I'm shocked that was Clear Path. Second one's good, and High Point's going to get the ball back. Up by 9. I cannot believe there was a Clear Path foul. These officials are on one today. He was behind, but there was also help defense. You could have slid in and made the stop on the layup. I am shocked by that. Johnston, he'll try a 3. But before the 3, I think they're going to get a moving screen on High Point. I'll be their 9th, so double bonus now. And Thomas checks him. He's walking with a bit of a limp. So Thomas is walking with a little bit of a limp right now. Daniel Thomas, freshman forward. 7 to go. 9-point game for High Point. Again, no Aquino. You wonder when they put him back in. You're live World Baseball Classic as well at 8 o'clock. So 5:30 and then 8 are the plans. We'll go straight in from that stream to the World Baseball Classic. Solomon kicks out to the right corner. Open for 3. Got it. Big 3 there for Clark. Asheville had to have that one. Good find by Solomon. Off balance across the floor. Remember the story always got us in mature fishing? Yep. You're not kidding there. Martin gives it off on the far side. Anderson back to Martin at the logo. Pick on the right side, set by Singari. Now he sets pick on the left side. Back to Johnson. Johnson pump fake back to Martin. Playing a high zone here. Washington back to Martin up top. Martin, pick on the right side by Singari. Martin trying to drive around on the near elbow. Kicks it down to Anderson. Loses the handle. And Wright gets the steal. Wright will take it down here on the right side by the elbow. Crossover on Martin. Drives inside. Double team. Puts up the shot. Got it. 5 straight for Asheville. Right as High Point look like they might be pulling away. Asheville with 5 straight. And they will put Aquino back in on the next dead ball. D2 bracket release tomorrow. All right, Washington. Layup. Easy does it. Off the pick by Singari. Good pick there. Singari's played a lot as of late because of the foul trouble that Aquino's on. He'll check it on the next dead ball. On 4 fouls. He's got to be extremely careful. But he'll check in. But Mr. Time, all good, man. All good. Appreciate you, as always. 6-point game in the Houston game, by the way. Houston up by 6. Big on the left side, set by Thomas up top. Right. Crossover here on the left side. Kicks down to the corner. Fake the 3. Taylor slips. Loses the handle. Poked away. Back to High Point. Martin. Layup. Blocked. Foul. Wright getting called for that one. And Martin will shoot 2. Everyone's slipping on this floor right now. Trying to work the baseline. Asheville slips. Turned over. Washington gets it. Feeds it to Martin. That looked like a clean block to me, too. Oh, yeah. Right now, it's not fair. I'm with you on that one, Brian. I'm 100% with you. So, Martin at the line. Shooting 2. One more there in the bonus. Aquino is going to check in with 5:36. First one circles out for Martin. Can't get the first. 1 free throw makes it a 3-score game. Aquino checks in for Singari. Did a lot of the gritty work. That sequence. But again, Aquino on 4 fouls. Only 2 points. Yeah, good pitching for the Fish. Very good pitching. Martin, second free throw to make it a 3-score game, and he gets it off the rim. $65-58. Wright will take it down, 5:30 to go. Right guard up top by Martin. Pick set by Taylor. Now driving here from the left elbow. Double team. Johnston now with the switch on him. Goes up top to Solomon. Solomon working on Johnston. Kicks out wide on the left side. Right open for 3. Too strong. Rebound. Aquino. It goes off his hands. Staying with Asheville. Thomas able to force that to go off Aquino's hands. Again, Aquino on 4 fouls. So Aquino can't be as aggressive getting the boards as he usually is. Probably comes down with that earlier in the half, or in the first half, but not there. Inbound underneath. Will feed it on the switch. Clark from the left elbow, not there. So now they're going to go the inbounder off the switch. Great play. Taylor for 3. Misses that. And Anderson gets boards. That's a phenomenal design play. So go the inbounder, just blindside, pumping on the 3 on the corner. You think you guard the corner, done. That's a phenomenally drawn-up play. And Taylor was wide open for 3. Couldn't get in the corner, but that's the look you want on that play. Martin. Pick on the right by Aquino. Martin. Great pick there. Finger roll. Can't get it. Can't get that one to go. Great pick there, and now rebound falls for Asheville. Kicks it out, left side. Clark, 3. Open. Can't get it. Rebound on the play. Goes out of bounds. See, no call yet. No signal yet on whose ball it is or if there's a foul. I'm going to say no foul, but Asheville ball. They might review this, though. High Point might challenge this one. That should be high point ball. Oh, we have breaking news. Breaking news. Connor McGovern back to the Bills. 4 years, $52 million. Connor McGovern back to Buffalo. 4 years, $52 million. So they bring back one of their top offensive linemen. Breaking news confirmed. All right, 65-58. And that should be high point ball based on that replay. High points for view in this one. No, never so for this one. You gonna start playing defense? Yep. All right. Should be high point ball after the challenge. Asheville's only turned it over 9 times. They're doing a good job holding on to the ball. Against a high point team that is number 1 in the nation in turnover margin. +7 usually in the turnover department. Only +1 today. It should be high point ball. I would think. Yep, McGovern to the Bills. Yep, back to the Bills. I think it's high point ball. Based on the replay, it was last touched by Clark. We will see. It is high point ball. High point wins the challenge. They're going to go modified full court press here. 4:28 to go. Aquino inbounding this one. Gives it off to Martin. Martin will give it to Washington. Washington. Back to Martin. They cross half court. That's a break of press. Charleston Southern. Wish we had done that yesterday. Get rid of this tournament. Johnston down to Aquino. Back to Aquino. What a find. Foul and 1. Aquino on the drive. The no-look pass by Aquino from the elbow. Feeds to the baseline, then back to Aquino. He gets fouled. Anderson on the assist. Great ball movement there once they cross half court. And Aquino at the line after his second bucket of the game. Chance for their largest lead of the night. The free throw here by Aquino. Can't get it. Oh, it's not game. No, it is not game. No. That is not probably game. 9 with 4 to go. That is not game. No. For yesterday, nothing's game. That's nothing. Derby won again today? Oh, man. Yeah, but it was Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Still, you got to take the points when you get them. Solomon. Driving on the left side. Poked away. Nice defense there by Washington. He gets the steal, and Martin will take it down the floor here. Martin holding in at half court. 3:40 to go. We're going to slow things down. High-low play. Martin driving here. High finger roll on the near side. Can't get it. Nice defense there by Wright. Thomas gets the board. Wright taking it down. Wright from the left elbow. Spins around. Resets the play with 3:20. Yeah, Coventry, they return to form. Yep. Up top here for Solomon. Kicks out wide on the left side. Right. Pick on the right by Solomon. Yeah, where are they? Nothing makes sense anymore. Right. Driving here. Layup over Aquino. Can't get the putback, though, is good. It's the putback over Aquino. Down to 7. Wrexham just out the half. Let's go, Wrexham. Layup there. Martin blocked. No goaltending. They're going to say was on the way down. And now driving here, stripped away. Gets it back off his foot. Thomas gets it back. Double teamed on the right block. Poked away by Anderson. Just a wild sequence there. Anderson trap feeds it to Martin. Mansfield, good for them. George has it. All right. Martin holding it here with 2:30 to go. 3-score game. Martin. Pick on the right by Aquino. Doesn't work, so goes to Johnston. Johnston, catch and shoot 3. Short. Rebound, though, falls for High Point. Anderson, double teamed. Travel. Oh, man. That's the second time he's been called for a travel today. It's no good on the shot either way, but it's one of those you might just want to reset the play, kill clock. But I get it with that look. Down low at the block. Not the time for High Point to go cold. Made a bucket their last 2 minutes. Right. Has it up top here. 2 minutes to go. Guarded by Johnston up top. He's playing a lot more than he did yesterday. Guarded, kicks out wide on the left side. Solomon 3, open, can't get it. Rebound, falls for Asheville on the right block. Double team, resets to the point. High pass, but right corrals it. Crossed over on Martin now. Working the baseline, puts up a shot. Foul. Washington gets called for that one. And that was a foul. Wright took a shot. They'll be 12 points away from winning relegation. All right. 2 free throws coming up, and he's in pain on that one. Took a tumble there. Yep, that's a foul. Anderson getting called for that one. In the restricted area. Discord server? I've thought about it before. I'm not really like a big Discord fan. So 2 free throws coming up here. Asheville trying to claw their way back into this thing. Payments will tell you what the Colts 3 postseason touchdowns and 7 picks. Yep. He had 1 good game. And then 2, maybe this goes fan you got him. Yeah, UNC Asheville playing a conference tournament game in Johnson City is the same time ETSU is playing a game in Asheville. Funny how that works out. Nothing makes sense in some of these conference tournaments. First one is good. Down to a 2-score game. Right? 79% of the line this season. Save some juice for Mo. It's not over yet, Jax. It is not over. Washington trapped. Loses the hand, but foul. Oh. They'll get the foul. I thought Washington lost the handle. They're going to get Thomas on the foul. 1-1 coming up here for the Panthers. Chance to score for the first time since the 4-minute mark. Maybe at some point I'll do a Discord. Maybe at some point. I want to see this one again. Maybe got slept in the wrist. I'm not sure. High Point, A10. I'll go A10. Right, the only community I would think have a good server is Grassies. Everyone else. I'm terrified with mine. Like the Little Red Bear prompts. I'm terrified. Washington, first one, the 1-1 got it. It's not what that lady sings. Nope. She's not singing yet. This is not even close to over. Not even close. I don't know what people are talking about being over. Not even close. Right, demands a lot of attention and tough to maintain. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Second one for Washington. Why A10? Geographic fit. It's a better conference. We're already in the A10 for lacrosse. Second free throw. Misses well short. Rebound. Asheville. Right. Takes it down. It's still a 2-score game. Right from the right elbow. Goes up top here. Someone looking to drive on the left side. Poked away. Gets it back. Washington gets the steal. Then Johnston gets it. Everyone's slipping and sliding. You've never used this score against, so don't worry about that. Yep. Martin. Advanced to pass half court. Big time defensive stop there by the Panthers. Somebody's in the A10. Davidson's in the A10. So I'm not sure if they'd be southernmost. But Davidson's in the A10. Johnston. Catch and shoot 3. His second of the game. From the near side. The sharpshooting three-point shooter. Asheville calls timeout. Johnston gets the crowd on its feet. 9-point game. They got other teams in the conference too, like VCU. Like, it's a good geographic fit. It's a very good geographic fit. You got Richmond in there. I mean, George Mason. You got some good team. You got some good teams in the A-10, some good schools, and it's a good fit. Plus, get the Northeast in there. You know, Davidson's southernmost. Yeah, that might be it. That could be game over. Right, George Washington, yep. Like, map of the A-10, it's a geographic fit. It's a better conference. Going to get money well spent. We don't know yet. We don't know. This is a semifinal. This is not the final. This is the semifinal. Winthrop has our number. Winthrop, I was begging Charleston Southern just advance the ball yesterday. We are not going dancing. Time gets relegated. I'm going to go fiction for now, but man, it's getting dicey. It's a realistic possibility. Mount's cooking out. We're losing. Oh, man. Again, we're not going dancing yet. AC Bear geographical fit? Yes, but they'll never take us. Not yet, at least. They wouldn't take us yet. Week 4 is probably throw a fit since they're like 20 minutes away. Let's not get ahead of ourselves yet with ACC. Maybe one of these days. One of these days, maybe. 71-62 Asheville. Down by 9. Right. Crossing over. Spins around the left elbow. Finger roll. Washington, tight defense. Rebound falls for Asheville. They get it back at Solomon. Driving near the second block. Finger roll foul. He'll shoot 2. I'm terrified of Winthrop. Yep, I have every reason to be terrified of Winthrop. I have every reason to be terrified of Winthrop. They always have our number. Even last year, it took like an absolute fluke for us to win that. That's on Aquino. He's done. Is that on Aquino? It's on Aquino, so he's fouled out. Yeah, wow, that one. Housen checks in, not Singari. What if I thought Singari checks in? Fred's more help down low than Housen. Housen and Johnson, pretty similar players. I'm not sure I agree with this. I guess for free throw purposes. Yeah, for free throw purposes, maybe. Because Singari is what, 44% of the line, 55% of the line this year? Yeah. So actually, yeah, I get it now. I get it now. You're trying to go down low. First one's good. Yeah, Tom losing to Palace. Oh, God. If they lose this game, I think they're going down. If they lose this game, I think they go down. Solomon. Second one. And lose their next game, right? Because they lost to Palace 3-1. Second one's good. High point. Housen. Martin. They'll advance it. Going to Johnston. Johnston will hold it. Go back to Martin. Martin taking a lot of time off the clock. Foul with 44. It's about 8 seconds off the clock. See if they defend Miami. Broken clock is right twice today. Broken clock. So High Point going to the line for a 1-and-1. Thomas Liverpool Anthem next week. Oh, jeez. My bad news mean great. I want him to go down. I want him to go down. My bad news, I think it mean great news. First one, the 1-1 is good. Houston will survive. Yep, they're up by 7. Final scores for ASU today. Iowa State 78, Arizona State 55. The new money conference, yes. Second free throw, Martin misses it, goes 1 for 2. Right now, takes it down the right side. Guard by Martin. Will drive here, double team, fouled, he'll shoot 2. Citadel, they're not going to make it. Oh, man. Yeah, they're not getting it at large. So foul there, right, going back to the line. He makes both. It's only a 2-score game. Game set, which would make the final versus likely Winthrop. Winthrop wins me 2.5 High Point. I'd take Winthrop on that one. I would take Winthrop there. I'm going to be the biggest Presbyterian fan. I know Presbyterian's a good team, but we play better against Presbyterian than we do against Winthrop. First free throw right is good. Hit by a lightning strike on Wednesday and still not working for the over-air signal. Oh, wow. Rick, watch the 6-year line. That makes sense. Oh, man. High Point played ASU and A Sport. Oh, High Point. Save right through, no good, so still a 3-score game. Martin, and he gets fouled with 32. High Point's my number one in everything. If High Point played Florida in baseball yesterday, I loved it. High Point won. They beat Florida. I loved it. High Point plays ASU or Florida in anything. Yeah, they're the Blue Hose. Yep. Blow Winthrop? I don't think that. I would love that. Believe me, I would love that. 2 free throws from Martin here. But based on the High Point Winthrop rivalry, no chance. If anything, Winthrop could blow at High Point. Duncombe's healthy. I don't know. Duncombe, I mean, his foot is pretty bandaged up. First of all, Martin's good, but if Duncombe can go, High Point's going to... Winthrop, I think, will win that game. Yeah, but High Point's my one in everything. Just not football because they don't have a football team. If they had a football team, they'd be my one in football. Second one is good. Martin goes 2 for 2. 9-point game. Right, cross it over, driving left side, left elbow, goes back up top. Solomon spins around. I don't know why they're taking a 2. We got to get 3s. It's still a 3-score game. Solomon gets the finger roll. That's fine. Howison gives off to Washington. Washington breaks the press. 17 seconds. High Point's doing a great job killing clock on that. Yeah, Better Sansom is goated. Yes, they are. One of the worst plus 13 versus 5.2 games this season. Yep. Won by 15 and lost by 2. And even the 15-point game, the first half, Winthrop blew them out. Like, that was misleading. It should have been more. It should have been like a 30-point game. Dolphins upset the Chiefs in walk-around. Who wins the AFC? And Super Bowl 58. Dolphins had upset the Chiefs. I would probably go Buffalo on that one. First one for Washington, no good. I'd probably go Buffalo. Last 2 minutes take 5 to 10 minutes. Yep, you're not wrong there. That has 2 teams, Virginia and Michigan. Oh, man. Well, if he goes to the school, that makes sense. So Washington say March 17th. Yep. Second one. Clanks it. So Washington goes 0 for 2 that trip. Still a 3-score game. Right taking it down. Right crossing over here at the left elbow. Driving inside. Layup. Gets it. 5-point game. 9 seconds to go. How is he going to get this in? And will. And foul there. So we're going to line with 7. High Point not great at the line this half. 2 free throws coming up here for the Panthers. Oh, we have breaking news. Jordan Davis back to the Eagles. 3 years, $78 million. So Jordan Davis back in Philly. Oh, Dad's originally from Virginia? That makes sense. Be a very interesting match in the family, I bet. Duke would win by just 2? Oh, man. Yeah, I think especially if they draw someone like Kansas, can make a run. Yeah, we got to get in the tournament first. We got to get in first. It's not over yet. They make both, it's over. They make both free throws, it's over. Not over yet, though. For AFC or both AFC and Super Bowl 58. I would say for both. I would say for both on that one. April West. So at the line here is Anderson. Jordan Davis back. Yep. Thoughts the extensions make sense to both sides. Both of them make a lot of sense. McGovern took a bit of a pay cut. I think it's a great move for the Bills. Lock up the offensive line. And then Davis, obviously one of the best defensive tackles out there. Good move for the Eagles. First one's good. Second one, Anderson to send High Point to the conference final. Clanks it. Misses off the back of the iron. Asheville still a 2-score game. Got to get a 3. Taylor, they got a 2. What does that do for them? Why they take a 2? Why they go for 2? You need a 3 there. You need a 3 there. No, High Point would be a 12. High would not be a 15. A 29 or it'd be 30 and 4. They would not be 15. No, not even close. They'd be a 12 or a 13. So we know cracked? No, this is just the cord to the LED. No, it's a cord to the LED. So High Point survives Asheville. 75-71. I don't know why Asheville was settling for 2s at the end. Changed nothing. High Point, for the 2nd straight year, for the 4th time in program history, in the Big South Final. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I don't know how High Point survived that game. I don't know how High Point survived with Aquino in foul trouble. Oh, God. Wow. The officiating and the foul trouble, I don't know how High Point survived that one. But High Point is now 40 minutes away from going dancing for the 2nd time in program history. And now we got to hope Presbyterian wins because we match up better against them. And now we go to OT. Overtime here because we got the Penguins game at 5:30 Eastern, but we got time to kill in between. So here we go. Yep, under wins. Yep, not surprised with that. Okay. Oof, we can breathe. I can unclench. We can breathe. Can unclench. Unclench. We can breathe. Let me spin the karaoke wheel as well. Oh, man. Spin the wheel. See what it lands on. OT period here. Let's do this thing. Let's go Panthers. Go BC. Yep. Fingers crossed, Jacks. Fingers crossed. As a High Point alum, fingers crossed. Folsom Blues and Blues. Presbyterian wins. I think High Point would be like 13.5 point favorite. I would think it'd be about 8.5. Yeah, for a second, everyone can relax. Yeah, we're going to be live for the championship game tomorrow. It's official. Live for the championship tomorrow. All right, Folsom Prison Blues. And then Neil the Tourist in your burgers. I appreciate you nailing that one. Get you on. Yeah, High Point rematch against Purdue. It's in play. I want UNC at this point. If it gets to that point, I want UNC. I want to see what they're like without Wilson. And through the never. Michael the Tour, I appreciate you, man. Get you on the call. John's for the fiver. I'll investigate Brat Pack's houses for any evidence of tree incident. Find something odd in his room. I guess we have to figure out what it is. And of Wolf and Men. Used to be suspect. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've never heard that I think, but yeah, now you bring that up. All right, then Michael the Two of Wolf and Men. Perfect. Appreciate you, man. Winthrop should be the favorite in that one. Winthrop should absolutely be favored if it comes down to that. All right. Can Folsom Prison Blues with half off song. Going way back on that one. All right. All right. Suspect Jukebox. Here we go. I guess some extent lost her mojo. Oh, man. Oh, Little Princess Room. A Little Princess Room. Okay. Wrong thing. All right, we got the strings. Okay. Sounds like an orchestral song. However, UNC, San Diego first round. I love the rolling R's on this. I could do more of these orchestral ones like this. God. This really is like a 40s movie. Yeah, a lot of heart attacks tomorrow. I might die on stream tomorrow. Based in the UK? Alright. Doesn't translate to American. There it is. Yep, there it is. Round 6 of Brad Pep becomes super hyper discovering coffee. Oh, God. Oh, beat off. There we go. God, beat off to the burgers. That's good. There we go. Do it for the customer. Yeah, of course. It's... Something nice, man. Jeez. Oh, man. It just ends on my head. I love that. I love those. Alright, Through the Never Metallica. Before I do that one, let me just get a bagel really quickly. So I had naughty breakfast today. So give me a second. Let me just get a bagel. And we'll go. Give me a second. All right, obviously finally. Yep, I'm gonna be live. I'm gonna be on the call for Great Printing Game, but yeah, obviously finally. Yep, I'll be watching it. A burger where it's like ground beef, yeah, grilled piece of pineapple. Wait, how would that even work? It'd be a sweet burger. I threw the never. Here we go. There we go. Is there an Arcade OT? Yep. ESPN. Hula Burger? No, I have not. Two straight McDuffie. Good move. Get a lot of draft picks for him. It's a retooling year. It's the right move. Can't afford to pay everyone. But Lenore hasn't even given an update. Oh, you're kidding me. The Filet-O-Fish one? Yeah, shocker. Yeah, Lenardi's asleep at the wheel. This has been all season. I'm not gonna get any runs. Yep. Grilled pineapple top with cheese. Wow. You gonna stay making if they lose today? Probably. I would say yes. The solo's on a different key. The solo's in a completely different key. But again, like you definitely almost sit for lawsuit if it's not like prepped properly, like salmonella and all that. You're gonna lose by 7. Wow. That puts Florida on the 1 line. UConn was on the 1 before. Florida's gonna be on the 1. It's semi-email Friday, yep. Yeah, Darius Wonders, I appreciate it, Matthew. Yeah, good player. Go with the Rams, go with the Jaguars for a little bit. Salmonella was a bid. Salmonella. That's great. I did not see that bet. No, I did not see that. Oh, man. Sorry, I heard about the Hula Burger. Oh, boy. Streams, yep. Flyers against Penguins at 5:30, and then 8 o'clock will be So Classic. The drumming is tight on this. Like, I have lowest credit on the drums here. Instead of Parker. Of Wolf and Men. Yeah, that's unfair, Killer. I'm with you on that. The Big South used to have that too, where it was just in a random arena, and it was not fair. Same key as the last song. Ties in nicely. Transitions very nicely. ATL's Discussion Sunday. Yep, we'll be live for that, obviously. Philadelphia is like a genius idea. It's for people that can't eat meat. It's a genius idea. Oh, my clock never started. I just realized that. I just realized my clock never started. Roosters won the first Northeast semifinal, but they were ineligible. So the other semi between LA and Wagner's for the bid. But it doesn't go the number one. They're not doing where it goes to the number one team if they don't win. So whoever's in the final, or so who? They really should do it to whoever. So wait, so LA Wagner's for it all. Oh, the stakes just raised tremendously. That's. That'll make the whole tournament, the game tomorrow, completely meaningless. I mean, let's go Long Island on that one, but like... The loser of the final gets the bid. Wow. So it's behind a paywall in that one, and the conference championship game means nothing. Genius. Instead of just giving it to the number one team, the highest finisher. But they would have the extra game. I do know that they would have the extra game. That would have been insane. Chelsea Wrexham tied 1-1 the cup. All right. Fingers crossed for Wrexham. One of them to continue the story. Right, the eligible team in the final. Yep. Wow. It's behind a paywall. I gotta throw that game on now. You gotta throw that on now. With that score bug? Someone's gonna make it off that score bug? The logo's not even on the screen. We did the Northeast final last year. I guess we're not doing it this year, since it means absolutely nothing. 350-6. That is an insane score for that. So, overwhelming majority. Wasn't even close. Alright, let me get the next one in. Yeah, 6 people ate a Hula Burger. Let me get this. So we got two in the Q Wrestling stand. No OT after the Flyers game tonight, but after World Baseball Classic, we should be doing OT. So just keep that in mind. It's not bad. I've never made that burger, but. You're born one day and made it? See a reason to make something. OBC tonight? Unfortunately not. We're doing the World Baseball Classic, but I'll keep it on in the background. I'll keep it on. Keep you updated on that one. The OBC handed out the first, but technically it's the Northeast Conference this year because of ineligible teams there. So Wagner's going to decide it. Wagner against Long Island. It's actually lively before they had a tournament. Yeah, so we're not going to do the OBC, but we're going to be live for World Baseball Classic, and we'll keep tabs on the OBC. I'll keep you updated on that one. All right. A grilled piece of pineapple cheese on top. They tested burger in the 60s. It's not really a burger at that point. That's all it was. The Winthrop game going to get moved. I would assume it's going to be like 10 minutes time. Justification the fish isn't a meat? Well, because Catholics, I mean, it's all because Catholics. It's like we can't have meat on Fridays during Lent, but, I mean, Jesus teaches everyone how to fish. So, here they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll teach you how to fish. Like, that's all story, like the whole point of the Bible. And then, yeah, well, actually now you can't have fish. So, teach your neighbor how to fish, but then he can't eat for a day. So, good luck. Oh, I thought it was just during Lent. I thought it was only during Lent. You're not supposed to do it at all on Fridays? I thought it was just during Lent. You assemble conference quarterfinals with the ladder. I love the ladder format. That's how it should be. That's how it should be for every one-bid league. Incentivize the one seed. I have not heard that joke, Neil. No, I've not. I'm not sure what changes to that. Yeah, Markelli and UConn. Yeah, UConn's going to fall off the one line. UConn's fallen off the one. Because when I grew up, it was only on Lent. Johnson was the only Protestant who moved to the large Catholic neighborhood. On the first Friday of Lent, John was outside grilling a big juicy steak on the grill. Meanwhile, all of his neighbors were eating cold tuna fish for supper. This went on each Friday during Lent. On the last Friday of Lent, the neighborhood men got together and decided something had to be done about John. It was telling them to meet every Friday of Lent, and they couldn't take it anymore. All right. Yeah, I mean, see, right, that's not really much of a sacrifice. They decided to try and convert him to be Catholic. They went over and talked with him, and they were so happy they all decided to join all of his neighbors and become a Catholic. All right. They took him to the church, and priest sprinkled some water over him and told him, you were born a Baptist, you were raised a Baptist, and now you are a Catholic. Then they would still relieved. Now their biggest Lent temptation was resolved. The Arkansas tied 51 all. Or 81 all, 51 seconds ago. Next year's Lent rolled around. First Friday of Lent came just at supper time, when the neighborhood was settling down to their fish dinners, came the wafting smell of steak cooking on a grill. The neighborhood men could not believe their nose what was going on. Dun dun dun. They called each other up and decided to see what John started to see if he had forgotten it was a Friday in Lent. The group arrived to see John sing over his grill with a small pitcher of water, pouring droplets on the steak and saying, you were born a cow, you were raised a cow, and now you are a fish. Oh, that's great. Oh, that is great. I didn't know where that was going at first. That was great. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, same here, David. Yep. Jags up the Chiefs at 22. Who wins AFC? Bengals. Bengals win, and then Eagles win the Super Bowl. That was good. All right, we got two ChatGPTs in the queue. Oh god, this one's brain rot. This one's brain rot. Oh crap. We have two prompts in. First up, Little Princess. We're going into her house to investigate the hacking situation. States to be final speaking? Alright. So we're investigating the situation. We're on the street. Me, JP, Johnston, and Keller walk down the sidewalk. Alright, team. We've already checked Lauren Bear's houses and Caillou's houses. No evidence. Next stop, Little Princess. Something tells me she's hiding something. I'm just hoping it's not a live animal again. That last search was chaotic. Focus. We need any sign of hacking gear. Computers, USBs, anything. I'm like, I'm holding on. We go into the house. Check the rooms carefully. Don't disturb anything. Unless it's evidence. We're doing rapid overall, yep. Everything looks normal. A bed, toys. Oh, wait. What's that over there? Is that a case? It's Vuvuzela. Wait, what? She has a collection of Vuvuzelas? I did not expect this. Definitely not what I thought we find investigating a hacking incident. There's like 10 of them. In different colors? Well, it's odd, but it's not exactly incriminating. He places Vuvuzela back. Still, I'm not sure what to make of this. She clearly has hobbies. Maybe too many hobbies. Vuvuzelas don't exactly help with hacking. The team then steps back and surveys the room. Alright, Nothing else unusual here. No laptops, no USBs, just the vuvuzelas. Odd but innocent. Documented for completeness. I still can't get over the sound one of these makes. My ears are ringing. Yeah, let's wrap it up. Moving on. Next house. They exit the room, leaving the vuvuzelas neatly in place. The camera pans across the colored horns, sitting innocently in a row. That was unexpected. That's an understatement. Not exactly what I imagined. We were chasing hackers today. Agreed. Onward we go. They continue down the street as they find something odd in Little Prince's house. And yeah, that was odd. As they continue on their investigation. Going forward. That was bizarre. So Little Princess has vuvuzelas. All right. Next up in the queue, Missouri turns it over. Arkansas up by 2 and they get fouled. Okay. The Brat Pack discovers coffee. Oh boy. The Brat Pack discovers coffee. The kids are sitting around a low table. A steaming cup of coffee sits in the middle. They look at it suspiciously. What is this? It smells weird. I don't like it. Yeah, why is it brown? I don't want brown juice. It's supposed to be fancy, obviously, but who even drinks this stuff? Ew. I bet it tastes awful. Little Princess takes a tiny sip. And misses the first. Missouri's got a chance. Prompt loader running against Memberboard. We have not done that one, no. We have not done that, Keller. We have not done a prompt like that. Little Princess takes a sip. Her eyes widen. Wait, what's happening? All 4 take a sip, grimacing at first. Then their faces change to shock and delight. I feel Zoom! Zoom! I feel like a rocket! This is amazing! Zoom! Zoom! Everyone must zoom with me! They bounce off the walls, chairs fly, cushions go everywhere. Zoom! 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 I'm faster than a cheetah! Cages are running in circles. Zoom! I'm a super speedy car! Vroom! Tito leaps off the couch. Zoom! I can fly! Zoom! I can fly! Little Princess swirls in the air. Zoom! Zoom! Watch me twirl, peasants! They then start throwing cushions around. A lamp wobbles. They're still going. I'm gonna zoom! No, I'm gonna zoom! I'm gonna zoom! No, I am the queen of zoom! 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 They collide into each other, tumble on the floor, laughing and panting. This is the best drink ever! Yeah! Zoom! 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 We must always drink this! Zoom! Of course, only I should pour it for now. Have a different roll? Oh boy. Here we go. They collapse to a pile, bouncing, completely wired. Tomorrow we drink more! Zoom! 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 This is brain rot. This is absolute brain rot. Oh no. They discover sugar and donuts? How does it get worse than that? No, we have not done a prompt on that one, Keller. We have not done a prompt on that one. With a with motherboard. We have not done that. That'd be pretty good. Oh, man. We have not done that one yet. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Best way to discover Red Bull? Or vodka? Well, they take vodka at the same time. Take vodka at the same time as I take coffee. You Hogs now on 2 straight games. 900 for Coach Cal. 900th win. Oh, gosh. Let's see. I can't believe that worked. You had to do that. Had to do that. Oh, God. So now, I'm terrified of this. Mike with a $5 email. I'm terrified of this. What is this? It smells weird. I don't like it. Why is it brown and fizzy? I don't want brown fizzy juice. It's obviously fancy. Only pencils to question it. I bet it tastes awful, but maybe fun. She takes a sip, her eyes go wide. Wait, what is happening? They all take the coffee and VOD mix. Hyper energy and wobbliness. I feel zoom and giggle. Zoom, I feel like a rocket. This is amazing. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, everyone follow me. Wobble, wobble, zoom. They crash into everything. I'm gonna zoom everyone. I'm bleeding. I can fly. Zoom. Zoom. I'm the queen of zoom. They collide midair and bouncing around. This is the best drink ever. Zoom. 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 We must always drink this zoom. Only I should pour it for now. Zoom, and tomorrow we drink more zoom and just zoom. This is just brain rots. What the hell is that? Oh, man. All right, back to Frazen. I'm listening to. I have no idea at this point. I have no clue. All right, here we go. So, we are in the Frazen studio. Let's do this. Good evening. The Pirates continue their march through Major League... Yeah, Drew, beer instead of coffee. And coffee at the same time. Good evening. The Pirates continue... Oop! Makes coffee a pillar even though it's a 350... Oh, Jesus. I just made brain rot. Yes, I did. I feel good about myself. Oh, God, Michael. Oh, Jesus. The Pirates continue their march through Major League Baseball like a steamroller through wet paper. And while it's happening, Frank, Skyler, and Aaron Caesar's preseason mode, which is terrifying for the rest of the NFL. You got a baseball team that can't lose, a football team that looks like it was assembled in a laboratory. Bah! Let's bring them on the schedule this week. The WA ball continues to destroy hitters. I watched someone throw that pitch up close. The ball literally looks like it changed its mind halfway to the plate. It's all about grip pressure and late spin release. It's about making grown men cry on national TV. Kev said the same. The Reds came into the series confident. Confidence is very nice until baseball women destroy your soul. Accurate. Pirates just destroy the Reds. Strike 3. Oh, wow, you're arguing with a Greg, you dumb person. The hitter up here is emotionally compromised. Space in between the dialogues. I think this is just an email. I think it's just an email form. In the actual thing it is. Yep, I saw that, Dexy. Yep, good move. I can't believe that's a cheap deal too. That's a really cheap deal for McGovern. $13 million a year. I thought he was going to get a lot more than that. That's a really good deal for you guys. Spin rate is insane. Bah. The Brat Pack then interrupts. I want pizza. The show is boring. Respect us. My church demands snacks. Your church demands a babysitter. Pikachu? Thunderbolt! Pika! The kids drop instantly. Every time that happens, my analysis gets better. That's good discipline. Yeah, kids see lightning sometimes, those are. Milwaukee hitters have started saying the wow ball. I still can't hit it. You can say it all you want, but it can't happen. 12 strikeouts. His control is ridiculous. Frank pitches like he's personally offended by the hitters. Back in Steelers training camp, Frank is running practice. Michael calls the offense. Skyler blocks 2 linebackers at once. You know, you were right on that. You called it on that. Again, the play repeats, perfect execution. The Ravens still leave a gap in the nickel package. Moments later, Skyler's on camera. I thought nickel defense meant 5 cents. He's playing the fool very well. He's playing the fool extremely well on this. Now we go to a preseason game with Steelers and the Eagles. Opening drive, touchdown. Next drive, Skyler catches a 40-yard pass. Fullback running a receiver route. The man flat on linebacker like a pancake. Then Svetlana comes to the sideline. This is fraud. Oh, crap. The Bitter X is back. He stole my ideas. Security approaches, and Frank signals, and she's escorted out. Another beer for that. Well, that did nothing. Svetlana, she's done better. Svetlana's done better. Oh, Borat serving Pirates players. Summer, you bitch make grown men cry. How you feel? I feel great. Very nice. During the Mets series, the Mets pitchers are frustrated with the Daddy Tua technique, which is, I don't know what the Daddy Tua technique is, but it works. Pirates fake steal, fake bunt, Otani homer, manipulation of defensive expectation. They're basically guessing the pitcher. Kelly with a 5, appreciate you, man. Oh, boy. Bear runs against Motherboard. Oh, God, that's great. They're messing with the pitcher's brain. I love it. Marquette held the lead for over 10 minutes this half. That is nuts. Yeah, UConn is they got some bad losses. They got some bad losses. The Brad Packman screams again. I want snacks and a man only naps. You're the worst call in history. Pikachu, Thunderbolt, Pika! And proves the show every time. Preseason game 2 against the Vikings. Skyler Bulldogs a linebacker. That fullback is terrifying. That guy turned a linebacker to a roadkill. That's enough. It's preseason. Exactly. So, showing some mercy. Then Svetlana returns, trying to hijack the broadcast. He owes me! She's losing fights with electronics now. Frank removes the feed instantly. Back at the commissioner's meeting. The dominance is destabilizing sports. Fans love it. You know, ratings confirm that. Silver's furious, as he always is. But Darts is training the kids. My children, you have endured. We're ready. The shocks don't stop us. Lumber is holding dual monsters cards. You will take power. He reveals glowing stones. Each child receives one. Your time approaches. Dun dun dun. We got Colts like this one. Preseason domination of baseball team writing physics. Best show on television. This is nice. Bah, I do good. Will I continue to do good? Give me a second here. Alright. I put these next two in the queue. Actually, before I do that, give me like 5 minutes. Because I think my grocery, my Instacart order just arrived. So give me a second. Give me like 5 minutes to run to the bathroom and put my groceries away. How's it going, Brian? Appreciate you tuning in. High Point. How about that? Just give me a second here, Brian. I'll be right back. In like 5 minutes, I'm just going to put my groceries away and go to the bathroom. And we got some more ChatGPTs. Appreciate you, Brian, tuning in. High Point, 40 minutes away. Can I repeat this season? No. Winthrop's going to beat us. Winthrop's going to steamroll Presbyterian and beat us. But it was a heck of a season. Sucks that 29-5 can't get you in, but we'll see. I think Winthrop has our number. But Dunn comes down the starting lineup to start this game. So I might be saving him. All right, give me a second here. Be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Instacart, there was like a something didn't arrive, so I just had to report that. So yeah, Winthrop's up 14-2 right now. Winthrop is just cruising on Presbyterian, so this is good. This is just what I wanted. Hurley got tossed. Oh man. I'm not dead. Nope. I'm alive. $17-2 Winthrop. Jesus Christ. $16-2. Foot on the line. Oh my God. Oh, Charleston Southern, you had one job. You had one job yesterday. It's to break a press. It's not hard. It's to advance the ball. You couldn't even do that right. We got our 4 million for you. I thought, yeah. Surprised with that. Yep. UConn goes down. Florida's in the driver's seat now at this point. Yep. They win. They at least make to the final of the SEC there because the final means nothing. The final we already know means nothing. It never does if it's on a Sunday. All right. Yeah, no, I know it's not gonna be good tomorrow. It's gonna be really bad. And Winthrop can rest their guys too. Winthrop can rest their guys today if it keeps going like this. They don't have to play Duncombe. They don't have to play him. Oh my God. You got any to win the biggest for one seed? I think we're past that point at this point. Maybe the only hope they have is to get a one. The only hope they have is to win the Big East. Otherwise, they're on the 2 line. You realize that Sunday means nothing. AC Big 12 Mountain West with their turns Sunday. I'm going to say fiction. I'm going to say fiction. Now I need to send Torrance. Yep. Get the lineman in. Only benefit their teams in case one takes a loss. Just TV. Because of the TV deals. That's why. Big 12, ACC, they're on, Big 12 and ACC are on ESPN. SEC finals on ESPN, so you're not going to go against the Big 10 final. You're going to lose in the ratings. They want to stand unopposed. That's why. If they had a different TV deal, maybe. I'm just kidding. Yep, money talks. Yep, autocorrect ruins everything. Yep, you're not kidding there. Let me see here while I put this one in. Yep, 16 championship playoffs are official. Yep. Not crazy about it. But I mean, 8 making it in a 24-team league, I'm not opposed. And I think what they should do is have a 17th in the Premier League plays 4th. That's what they should do. 17th plays the runner-up of the playoff. Got Torrance of the offseason, left guard of the future, and then draft the Dragons replacement in 2 years. Yep. League 1 and League 2 also expand. I'm going to say fact. Loyola leading George Washington the half. Good off season for Loyola. Yeah, I'm trying to get this one in. Marquette with a huge upset. Yeah, UConn's off the 1 line now. You only get at least one of those guards. Yep, that would help. The Crown's worth saving majors from being forced to play in the CBI. Yep, that's the only thing saving them at this point. Daniel ejected. Yep. Oh yeah, no, I saw Mr. Evelyn. Yes, that's why I was referencing in my tweet earlier. Well, if every time the Texas tournament pick it has to be around higher than face value. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. we got 2 in the queue. Yeah, you're probably screwed. It's still like 25. You still have like 25 years to go. What do you mean by that? He was trying to save face because he thought it was a 5th round pick at first. He thought it was a 5th, and he was trying to save face. All right. You gotta take a closer look at this text. You gotta take a bit of a closer look. All right, first up in the queue. Little brown bear tries coffee. Here we go. He glares at a cup of coffee. This drink looks dark. I don't like anything in a lot. Oh, jeez. Wow, fantastic. Back at 0. Back at 0. I don't like anything in life that looks dark. Not coffee, not pizza, not even Well, there it is. There it is. There's the little brown bear. We know. There it is. Not even people who are too dark. My grandpa's always said dark things make life complicated. Back to you. Drinking USA tip in 25 minutes. He paces and flaps his paws. Coffee. My grandpa's never drank this anyway. It comes from trees. Oh no, I don't like where this is going. It comes from trees. And my grandpa's needed trees for more important matters. Serious grandpa level business. I don't need some dark, mysterious drink messing up my mornings. He's just like me. He glares at the cup and mutters, I guess I'll try it. Just one sip. He takes a sip, his eyes widen. What is this magical Excelsior? He gulps another sip. He then bounces off the walls. Coffee! Coffee is amazing! This must be a pillar! Pizza, wine, vodka, holy naps, Jesus, and now coffee! The cups wobble, cereal boxes tumble, and Lumber zooms across the counters, filling his arms. Why then he trees? Good question. I think he's from coughing now. I feel alive! Energized! Unstoppable! Coffee is now a pillar! So next up, with this newfound energy, he's going to compete against Motherboard for Cyber Squad. Learn Bear stands on a platform facing Motherboard to try and take over cyberspace. This is outrageous! Motherboard is not qualified to run cyberspace. Yeah, not. Did I say Excelsior? Yep, no, not that. Yep. How come control from tables? We're gonna find out. She's a robot. Robots are 0/5 people. 0. That is worse than 3/5. And you know how I feel about fractions. Oh God. Contestants will now answer basic math questions to determine their worthiness. I've got this. I've got the 5, soon to be 6 pillars. Pizza, wine, vodka, holy naps, Jesus, and coffee. What could possibly go wrong? Question 1. What's 7 plus 6? That's, pizza plus wine. Correct answer is 13. You were incorrect. Question 2. Multiply 3 by 9. Wait, no, I only know 5. 5, that's my limit. Incorrect. It's the coffee's fault. Coffee made me bounce off the walls. I can't think straight. I ditched coffee. So much for that. That was fun while it lasted. He tosses the empty coffee cup across the arena. Sparks fly. Motherboard does not flinch. Lone Bear is lost. Mother Bear retains control of cyberspace. This is an outrage. 0/5 people running the world. Ridiculous. He storms off and mutters about the pillars and coffee and fractions. So, Motherboard wins re-election relatively easily. To the surprise of absolutely no one. God. All right. It's US for January 29th. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man, that was good. That was good. All right, again, appreciate you guys tuning in for this one. Last call, I was going to sign off here. Oh, we got another one. Michael with a $5. They're hearing the view on Lulu. He names Hetfield as a saint and Table as a pillar. With how he likes coffee, he rethinks his ways about 3/5. All right. The buzzer beater, yep. Worst offense this year? Oh, the Jets' offense was brutal. Raiders' offense was bad, too. Anything else today? Yes, we're doing the Penguins-Flyers game at 5:30. And at 8 o'clock, we're doing World Baseball Classic. Jets ever be good? Now with Johnson as the owner. It's going to take a lot. All right, here we go. So Little Brown Bear is sulking, frustrated from his loss to Motherboard. I can't believe I lost. 0-5 people running cyberspace? Ridiculous. A riff hits. He perks up. Wait. What's this? The song The View starts playing. Little Bear bounces. By Lulu. Not off the album Lulu. By Lulu. He bounced in his chair, and here's the line, I am the table. Yes! Yes, of course you are the table! James Hetfield is a saint! I declare it! Tables are a pillar! He jumps onto the table, knocking over a stack of papers. And coffee, you know? Maybe coffee isn't so bad after all. It gave me energy, a burst, a bounce. Even if it is dark, it works. Temporary pillar! Temporary pillar! He spins in circles and bangs on the table. 5 pillars! No, 6 for now! Pizza, wine, vodka, Oinabs, Jesus, and tables. And also coffee momentarily. He looks at the table. I feel enlightened. I feel unstoppable. And as tables and pillar, his stance on coffee is softened, and the energy chaos of his personality is just going nuts. God. There you go. Coffee temper, I guess. I guess, is the streak at 1? No, this line's pushing it. This line's pushing it. The streak might be at 1. There you go. All right. Last call for anything. Audio, video, chat, TV, sport, quiz, what of sports? Yeah, where's the sex filler? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the sex filler. You see, John 6, the Big East, despite the loss to UConn, which is nuts to think about. Yeah, UConn's second, the 1 seed. UConn's off the 1 line. Oh, since a 5 point. I guess that was what it was. I guess that's what it was. Even if it's dark, it works. I guess that's what it was. So there you go. All right. So here's the game plan. Tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Today. 2.5 hours from now. Pens, Flyers, and Willisville Classic. Appreciate you guys a ton. GG Down, sign off, and I'll see you guys later tonight for some more action across the sports realm.